All right, and we are back, continuing on here into the top 16 of the finals here for Console Combat 2. I am Dream Eater, and I'm going to be joined here by Clave. Nick Ops had to protect the face reveal, so Cleve is going to be here with us today. How's it going, man?
I'm doing fantastic. It was a nice surprise for me to get a DM, and I'm commentating tonight, so nice to be here.
Absolutely. I'm glad to have you here. So far, these matches have been absolutely insane. And also, one thing I do want to shout out, the unsung hero of these tournaments has been Skate Action DJ, pulling the levers and knobs, flipping the switches, making sure the production goes smoothly here. So huge shout outs to him. He's been doing a lot of the Xbox tournaments, so it's not just this one tonight. He's been a big part of making sure this show can go smoothly. So big shout out to Skate Action DJ for being a part of this as well.
Yes. And he personally streams on his own Twitch. If you want to check him out, Skate Action DJ. He streams Overwatch, Hearthstone, anything you really want. So check out his Switch too.
Absolutely. So right now we're just waiting here for Izzy to clean up Cleve real quick. The AFK, you know how it works when a lobby's in progress. Can't always go AFK, so Izzy is going to go ahead and get rid of Cleve here, and then we'll get Blaze versus Izzy coming up. This is going to be our first loser side match that we'll have on stream here. Every other match has been winner side, but here, players are going to be going home, and we're going to swap over to these player cards so you guys can take a look at my art. It's actually not my art. Somebody designed the actual card itself. I just put in all the actual meat of the sandwiches here.
Of course. And we definitely have... So we do have Izzy and Blaze up. Izzy, definitely a Sub-Zero main. Been playing Sub-Zero for a while. And Blaze, one of those low-tier Aaron players like to call himself. Using Aaron Black since day one, even after the nerf. 52 card pickup.
Yeah, he's had some character crisis kind of floating around to different characters, but he's always drawn back to the Cowboy, it seems. And Izzy, obviously, as you said, a really, really solid Sub-Zero. Big thing, too, about Izzy is super young, at least according to the entered information. I guess we didn't check IDs at the door. So he could be a 50-year-old man pretending to be 13, but nonetheless, a young prodigy here putting in some work. And I mean, his mom had to buy him the game, and she's going to need to buy him the next few. But if he can stick around for this, and with the way esports is going, he might absolutely have himself a very bright future here.
Yep. See if he can cash in the check tonight. He's already in top 16 losers, so let's see how far he can get.
Yeah, absolutely. And Izzy was sent into losers, I believe, by Tweety, which the interesting thing about this sort of Izzy-Tweety matchup here is Izzy had to play in 2 qualifiers because Tweety showed up for one of them, and that was the one that he qualified. And Izzy made it all the way to grand finals, put up a good fight, and then found himself up against his nemesis yet again here in the pools. But that's been his only loss, still grinding through the losers bracket. We'll see if Blaze can put a stop to that here. We're going to see Cowboys versus Lin Kuei.
Yes, we are. Blaze, I'm not sure what he thinks about this matchup. I haven't really talked to him personally about this matchup, but he does have, like you said, he plays different characters. Mostly Aaron. He's plays a little Jax. He's been learning Cabal and Liu Kang recently, which I've seen from his stream and just talking to him. So you can definitely see what's happening.
All right, there's the jump kick and catches him with that overhead immediately. It's going to be damage here. The breakaway was already spent by Blaze, so he's going to have to hold that 27%.
Yeah, Sub-Zero. Always with the mix, always with the low overhead. And the thing is, the overhead is very slow. So if the Aaron's 6 frame down 1, he can interrupt the overhead if he reads it right.
And they both are going to be sitting on that 6 frame down 1 as well. So folks are going to be an interesting tool here. A little bit on the stubbier side, but not going to matter when they're that fast in some instances.
Yeah. And the trade for Izzy Sheep, it's going to happen for him. So he's Sub-Zero. If you want to trade with someone, Sub-Zero is not the man you want to do it with. And also he's starting to get placed towards the corner, but there's that slide mix. On line is very hard to fuzzy that overhead or low mix. But Izzy's going to get the grab and almost put him to near death health. He has to make a comeback.
Ooh, nope. Gonna throw him out of the corner too, potentially fishing for that escape failed. Sub-Zero, one of the characters not hit by that crushing blow nerf that characters just saw. He only has 1 throw crushing blow, so his game plan unchanged. Kano and Baraka players though, feels bad.
We're sitting in sadness. But he does get the trade. He does get the ice ball. That's gonna be a full combo conversion, put him in the mid screen, but he's gonna whiff the grab. Blaze is gonna take advantage of that and start his pressure off with Aaron Black.
And he hasn't taken any damage. Jump kick gonna go his way as well here, starting to push toward the corner. Nice flawless block there, and that does prevent any sort of follow-ups from jump-ins.
Yeah, no meter to make the conversion, but is he going to take the full combo? Going to load up? Going to push him full screen? Oh, well.
He read it! Sniffed out! What's the damage follow-up? Ooh, standing 4. That might have been accidental. And there we go. Izzy will take it with the freeze, getting the or the uppercut brutality off the freeze as well. For those of you that had questions about it, I think Grandmaster was asking about it. Sub-Zero can do it too. He definitely blocked that round right.
Yes, he did. I just unfortunate that Blaze did drop the optimal combo off the down 2 crushing blow. He went for the stand 4 into fatal blow, but fatal blow just did not come out in time. And now Blaze has the chance. This is a 1st to 3, so he has a chance to switch. He can stick to Aaron. He can switch to another main. He does have some leeway with the extra game.
I think he's going to stick to Aaron. I think Aaron got some recent love in the patch. There were some definite buffs that came the way of Aaron Black. Or maybe slightly different changes too to the way you have to adjust for like the 2-1 staggers that he has. I think is one of the things that Rio is highlighting in one of his videos. But Aaron Black still definitely got a little bit of love here in this patch, so I don't think he necessarily needs to run away from this character. I think he's just got to lock it down here and see if it can be done.
Yes, and we've seen before Blaze. I don't know about the finals recently, but in his qualifier, when he's playing these qualifiers, the adjustments he makes mid-game, it might take him a while. He might go down 0-2 in top 8, but he makes the adjustments in the end all.
All right, there's that overhead to start things off. A clean 31%. Is he going to spend both bars to get it, though? But the way offense recharges here, not going to be that much of a problem. You'll see here, by the time he does need that extra bar, he's going to have it available again.
And also, we're seeing in effect, Chronica's stages now have, it's kind of like the tournament stage, where they have the interactables, and as I say that, Izzy Sheep going to use the sledgehammer.
Yep, the Phantom Hammer coming through.
This is the Black Dragon Fight Club in the Chronica time vault.
Caught him, can't duck that one, although he might have been trying to queue up a scud shot to shoot it down. But that Ice Ball is really quick on the Amplify here. Blaze getting some damage, the mix coming out here. Pressure, there's the low slide. Acid's out, but the wake up attack, Sub-Zero recently got a buff in that we saw. It looked like he actually was trying to go for a low profile. Sub-Zero's up 3, but that cannot be done anymore. Noob Saibot and Sub-Zero both, and a couple other characters, but those are the ones that I paid attention most to. No longer low profile on their wake up.
Yeah, that nice pickup from the Ice Ball. Izzy knew the combo conversion instantly. And now Blaze is stuck in the corner, and this is where Sub-Zero exactly wants you, but the wake-up button is going to catch Izzy, and he can make the side switch anytime he wants. And start with the acid. Now what's going to happen? Oh, that's a counter-crushing blow.
Okay, here we go.
Gonna
step it on another puddle. I like it. The smart stuff here. Just being aware of his opponent's breakaway option. And this might be enough even for a kill here. Oh, nope, got the combo.
Yeah, Ghost Optimal was very hard to connect with Aaron Black.
He's still got all the bullets in that rifle as well. Going to end up spending 3 on the Amplify on the ground, and now down to 1. As soon as I mention it, he empties the clip. There's a Scud Shot Amplify to take the round, and Blaze hanging in here.
Yeah, and he just had the full free, just had all the gunshots he needed. And this is Dead of Winter. If he had that slide, the slide is fast enough to go under 1 gunshot before the second one comes out, and he could have countered that. But with Dead of Winter, that's not going to happen. With nice fall spots from Blaze. He's been
nullifying the damage as much as he can. Ooh, catches him with the Amplify in the low.
No question ball for you.
Ooh, jump kick connects. No follow-up, though. Whiffs the overhead. Wow, I don't even know how that whiffed, but somehow going to get away with it. It's for the breakaway, and the slide will catch here.
Ooh, and can't catch the overhead.
Puts himself in the acid just for a moment there, though.
Here's making save with the Scud Shot, and the whiff on the Ice Ball doesn't quite get the punch. That was a little too far away. But the grab from Izzy, he's starting to make the comeback. This is Sub-Zero, only needs 2 more hits. The mix is very effective. Ooh, but the Scud Shot, Blaze is not going to let him get it anywhere near him. Dive kick right into the acid, but the overhead's going to come out, and that's going to be a permanent fatal blow. That's it.
Sub-Zero is basically always in the fight when he's got that fatal blow available to him. You'll see the massive damage he's about to bring home, 45%. That is definitely some overkill. But anytime Sub-Zero just randomly touches you, if you can get a freeze off of it, game over.
Yes, and what I like to saw from Blaze is every single time he got in, he used that slide mix. He kind of noticed that Izzy Sheep really wasn't fuzzing any of the slide mix. It is very fuzzable. It's a little harder online, but every single time he got in, he did back to slide, back to, just mixing it up. It was very well used by Blaze.
Unfortunately, not going to get enough damage there in the end, though. You got to close it out, particularly against Izzy, or not against Izzy, against Sub-Zero, I should say. One of the things that you definitely want to see players doing in these kind of matchups is full and maximum optimization. So a lot of characters have 30% plus combos. If you catch somebody in that low life point, that's the time to maybe opt to spend some of those crushing blows. Aaron Black has a couple that he can kind of sit and queue on, so Blaze might want to hang on to those. He can potentially nullify the crushing blow opportunity or the fatal blow opportunities from Izzy if he can burn through that life bar without it coming up.
You say save the crushing blows, but the thing about Blaze is does not have the crushing blow check on. He has it so where if it comes out, it will like if it is there, it will come out no matter what.
Are you exposing this man? He has.
I am exposing
crushing blow health check on.
If you ever watch his stream, anytime he's that crushing blow, it goes through, and he's admitted it himself.
I didn't know about this. This is heresy. And you just told the world. You just told everybody. We got to keep this hush. FBI will be at our door shortly. Shh, I didn't say anything. It was all him.
Nothing.
Blaze plays like everybody else. Yeah, we're gonna cut the feed. All right, Blaze getting some stagger pressure here. Ooh, whiffs the end of that string, and now Izzy's gonna make him pay for it. Keeps it grounded as well. No breakaway coming out, and there's the mix. Is this gonna be enough to kill here? Oh, breakaway to stop the damage, which would have been a bold move. So Izzy's now gonna put himself on set point here. Closer and closer to this 3-0.
Yeah, this is losers. This is his last chance. Blaze only has this opportunity and even doesn't get the whiff, but this time he blocks the slide mix and Izzy gonna take advantage of that. Straight to the corner, maximum damage he can get in mid-screen, and now he has to eat the mix and the grab from the crushing blow. Gonna be
primitive LASIK surgery happening right there.
Interactable, so effective. You see him using them as soon as he needs them.
And this Chronicus stage having access to, and players might not be ready, but there are actually access to damage that you don't have to spend extra amplify or offensive meter on, cost defensive meter, but you can kind of do some fancy things with them. The one bad thing about them is they do sometimes give up your corner position, so you gotta be careful with that.
Yes. Ooh, and the whiff, but the last kick of the foot is gonna catch him. He's gonna catch him for almost 200 damage with a fatal blow coming through from Blaze. You have to watch out for that, Izzy.
That was basically the only play that Blaze really had other than to, hold and block that ice ball, but he's going to go ahead and just tear right through it with the armor here. Go into the animation. Fatal blow is spent, but he still has another 400 to get through. He caught him! This is going to be okay. So what is the follow-up here? He doesn't have any other crushing blows. Rifle ammo still in the chamber. Okay, so we can just go for the acid puddle. No defensive bar available here from Izzy, though.
Sitting back, being patient, but the meter burn ice ball catches him. Izzy's going to take it.
Just that amplifying the neutral. It's faster than you might think, and Blaze is unfortunately unable to get the block, and we got a fatality coming out here for Izzy as well. Are you sure you're old enough to see this? This seems like the R-rated version of the program. We're not going to get in trouble here. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor, that's a crime.
Cover the eyeball. Cover the eyeball.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Some sort of sensor. Pull the Xbox guide up. Max CPM. All right, so Izzy is going to go ahead and take that, though. 3-0 over Blaze. Really solid stuff. You're continuing to march through this loser's bracket. And another big thing here about this tournament tonight, the further you march along the bracket, the bigger the bag of coins you take with you at the end of this tournament here. So players, everybody's getting paid, but the further you get into the tournament, the more your payout is here. So Izzy going ahead and securing himself the option to continue to put some more money in the bag. And Blaze is going to have to zip his off and head into the stands here, join us as a spectator, and he'll be watching in top 8 tomorrow. Next up, though, we got Demoralized and Cam is Black.
Ooh, this is going to be a match. Demoralized, so the Garrus nerfs came in effect with Infant Warden really just taking the big damage, even though we saw Tweety perfectly fine using Infant Warden. But mostly on New Era and Eternal, not really taking that full effect since they have the Fist to cover it. And Demoralized has been a day 1 New Era main, so he really kind of didn't feel that effect. It was kind of just a baby punch for his character. He uses a lot of Cetrion too. He's kind of one of those players where he looks at the player, looks who they play, and then looks at his roster of characters, and whatever best fits that character, whatever matchup feels the best, he will pick that character. While over here at Cannon's Black, mostly using Liu Kang. We did see him pull out some Scorpion, some other characters earlier, but mainly Liu Kang. That's where you've been seeing him with in MKX, and recently in MK11. That's how he got qualified. So definitely a good match to watch.
Yeah, I think on the player cards, he did put Liu Kang there as his character of choice. And then we've got Demoralized. As you were saying, he does have an arsenal of characters. I don't remember which character what did he put on his card? I did these myself, but I'm not 100% sure what they are. I don't remember them. But yeah. Ooh, okay, so yes. Demoralized put Gearus on there. That's the picture he chose as well. But after the nerfs, I'm curious as how he feels about it. Tweety, like you were saying, unfazed by it, but we'll see what's happening with these other players. What is Cam's gamertag? That is...
It's a little different. He changed his game tag up. Yeah. Right.
As long as we got invites up to him. Demoralized already here in the lobby.
Like clean gamer tag.
Both these guys in their early 20s as well. So
yes. In fighting game terms, that's old.
It's getting there. It's absolutely getting there. I mean, but you look at players like Tokido, definitely in his 30s. We got GX17, also in his 30s, making waves in the bracket. I think that Sunio is also another player that qualified in their 30s. So there are definitely players that are higher up in the ages that are able to compete and put some work in.
I liked Sunio earlier, yeah. Using the second version of Jackie that nobody really sees.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our match here, as we do have the players in. Cam and Demoralize have entered into the lobby here. Curious as to who Demoralize is going to pick. You know, Gearus is the character that he put in and has been kind of representing, although he submitted that form before the nerfs. And he definitely is a player that has a list of other characters available to him. Looks like he's going to be instantly locking in here with Cetrion. Nope. Change of heart. Sticking with Gearus here. And he's got 3 games to figure it out, so it's not too risky to kind of stick with what you know. And Cam, obviously, as we were predicting, going to be going with Liu Kang from the start here.
Yes, and I was talking with Dom earlier, and Cam is black also, and they were both kind of agreeing that Cetron, Liu Kang is like a kind of a 5-5, but really over time, it's kind of seen Liu Kang has kind of been in his favor, kind of taken over just that matchup. So I don't really think Demoralize wants to lock into Cetron as at the first pick. And he's definitely gonna switch New Era to start it off. As both players looking at the stages, see what they got. Black Dragonfly Club, it is going to be. And with New Era, he does have some different things. To his other 2 variations, has that sand pillar. You can delay it with the meter. You can have it for setups, and he has that stepping back. So whatever move he wants to do, he can cancel it, step back a couple, and use those plus frames to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, actually, at Frosty Fausting, we've seen Burrito Voorhees playing as a New Era using that sand pillar. He basically zoned out Sonya for an entire round, no fear at all.
That is impressive.
Uh-oh, Cam, internet's freaking out again.
The triangle of death. It's coming back to haunt us.
This is not what we ordered, and Demoralize has left the game. No, they both leave the game. Is it party or lobby explosion? Nope. All right. Well, that is unfortunate. Cam's. Yeah, I mean that's Cam bringing the problem again.
I don't know what's happening.
Cam's got a good connection, but Cam is the second time he's been on here that it's happened.
Yeah, and Dom has only played one match so far.
Connection too good. Demoralizes, just can't keep up. Cam's on that Google fiber wire, and we're all behind here in the Stone Ages.
Yeah, he's in 2030.
All right, so we're gonna probably have them play off stream. Just so that we can keep the show moving. We don't want to get hung up too much on this, so we're just gonna go ahead and invite the next people, I think.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be Too Easy and Kerbalicious, it looks like. So Too Easy's gamer tag is definitely stolen. That's not his Xbox.
It's definitely interesting. I wouldn't say he chose that himself, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Daniel had something to do with that selection, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure Daniel he got mad at Daniel, so he had to make a gamer tag about him.
I believe Kerbalicious' gamertag is just the proper one, though. He's got the OG from the MK9 days. Been sitting on it for a while here.
Kerbalicious is a MK9 god. We saw him a couple years ago. Combo Breaker, I think it was 2018, when they held their main MK9 tournament, and he did win that against Sonic Fox in Grand Finals. So he's definitely a no-name.
All right, I'll see if I can get them to not do it.
Yeah. Gotta back out and play that off stream.
Okay, good. He got it. He figured it out. Crisis averted.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and we got Kerbo in here. Cam will likely check the chat and figure out what's going on.
Cam has to back out. Cam of Judah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Let's get some player cards.
I had to scour the internet to find all these pictures of you guys. Some of you guys got off easy. You had good pictures available. Some of you guys, not so much. It was tough having to decide.
Yeah, and we usually do see, as these players, Kerbalicious, definitely the Cabal. He's been kind of a Cabal stay for a couple of years, MK9, and now to MK11. They played definitely a little different. MK9, you got those cancels for free, and this one you got to spend some meter.
Yeah, the MK9 version of Cabal was definitely on the broken
Ridiculous.
side.
Yes, I would say very broken.
Yeah, very, very, very broken. I mean, the character was basically playing MKX before MKX was a thing. It might be part of why he ended up sitting MKX out. I'm glad to see him back, though, and of course, glad to see players like Kerbalicious putting in a lot of work and making that character actually, look quite impressive. I am genuinely surprised that we haven't seen more Cabal players having more success.
I'm with you.
I think that character does have tons of really great tools. We just saw in this most recent patch, he didn't receive any kind of nerfs or anything, so he's going to stay where he's at, which a lot of people would kind of think is a decent spot. So we'll end up seeing what's happening with that as things move on, as that character can start to make some waves as we move into the LCQ and Season 2.
And definitely on the other side with Too Easy using that mainly Sub-Zero, which we've heard from offline. Apparently Sub-Zero isn't that good, but we saw K7 just win Frosty, so I'm not sure about that. But online, that mix is very hard to block. You always have to guess overhead or low. A lot of combo damage in Dead of Winter. There is always Thin Ice and Avalanche. Avalanche has that trap, kind of a sign of like his clone from MKX and Injustice 2. Not quite the same. Also, has that makes the overhead safe with the Arctic. Not the Arctic Trap.
Creeping Ice?
Creeping Ice is what it's called. Yeah, make the overhead safe with Creeping Ice, get some extra damage. And then also on the side of Thin Ice, he has the Air Axe. He also has the Circle of the Circle Ice. Very good for chip damage. Definitely another round. And,
the way you can chew through somebody's defensive meter with the Thin Ice, that rapid fire spray of those icicles, that is, and honestly, a really, really good tool. And just having access to keep the slide, I don't think shoulder is as bad as some of the other culprits of moves that kind of take away a tool and replace it with a slightly worse version of that. Like Aaron Black's, you lose
TNT.
You get the TNT and you lose the acid puddle. Like that's a nerf. It feels like a nerf across the board. Sub-Zero kind of suffers from that a little bit. Shoulder is still pretty decent though. The crushing blow on it has different requirements, doesn't do as much damage, and it's not a low obviously, but having access to just that slide available to Avalanche to be able to get in, and same with Thin Ice, I think that's a really powerful tool. And it also doubles as a launcher in the corner. You can technically combo off of the slide, just a raw slide in the corner. It works easiest off of back 3-2 because they pop up a little bit. You get a little bit more height out of it. But I've seen people do it off it being grounded as well.
Yes.
Looks like we do have our combatants here though, so we're gonna get started. Kerbalicious versus Too Easy.
All they're known as Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel's Xbox is in play here, and this is going to be another losers bracket match here. So loser will be heading home, not empty-handed though, of course. I guess they're already going to be home too, but winner is going to be advancing through the losers bracket further and continuing to increase their prize takeout. And we have 20 seconds left on the clock, and
both taking their time.
Yeah, Too Easy is sitting on his character, so he is not in any predicament. But Kerbalicious is going to want to pick a guy.
Yeah, Kerbo, I don't think he wants to play. Oh, yeah, and we see unlocking the Warlock. Okay, Shang.
All right. I feel you. Okay, and here's Kerbalicious waiting for the last moment. I like it to stare down here at the character select screen. We're going to be taking it to Russia in this alleyway here.
Nope, solo X-Spike already, but hopefully it's good to play.
Yeah, we saw some problems with Too Easy's connection earlier. So some of these higher name players also seem to be getting like connection errors or DDoS or some weird stuff has been going on.
Yeah,
man, such is the fate of an online tournament, though.
Of course, online is definitely different. You can't really do anything about it. But we're in our match using the spin split in the third variation with Cabal. Has a lot of combo damage, and also just in general, Cabal no fall spot gaps. Everything's really safe. It's just an all-rounded character.
Yeah, he's got great mids as well. Here we go. Gonna get the launcher. Is gonna be out of the air though, so not gonna get the proper gravity to follow up there. Kerbalicious now trying to work his way in here. I think that maybe Shang Tsung's one of the characters that can actually kind of deal with some of that long-range play that Cabal honestly kind of excels against some characters, but those ground skulls are gonna actually trade in a way that makes it not as bad as other characters trade, and of course can knock him out of the air, although as soon as I say that, it doesn't end up working out.
Yeah, gonna confirm the full combo. A lot of damage on the spins, and going for the full optimal combo. I like it. Down one into the low, and right after, Too Easy gonna throw him full screen with the Warlock throw.
Gonna get him a little extra health as well here. Yes. Ooh, tried to fatal blow, but you don't have the armor as early as you thought.
Yeah, no whiff punish either, but Kerbalicious gonna take advantage of that and go for the full combo version, switch to the corner, takes the round.
I like the use of the down two, making it clean, making sure he's just gonna kill right there.
Nice fall spot in the second skull. Not really going to do much afterwards. Don't know if Cabal has a good reversal enough for that. But the up two.
He was ready for that string. He's been in the lab. He knows how to deal with Shang Tsung. So that kind of becomes the question then, is what is Too Easy's approach going to be following? Is he going to continue to do that string knowing that his opponent has that in their arsenal, or is he going to be discouraged from doing it?
Let's see what's after the throw. The nice throw loop we have with Cabal in the back throw.
Cabal's jump kick, one of the greater ones. It just has such a great hurt box on it. It's not the two-footed kick, the double kick that you get from Shao Kahn and Baraka, but still it seems really strong. And of course the threat of the air glaive makes it hard to want to anti-air sometimes.
Yep, and Kerbalicious taking that first game pretty convincingly. Not really letting Too Easy get anything started. Maybe Too Easy not as comfortable on Shang, because we usually do see him on Sub-Zero. Maybe with the switch. Maybe testing the waters.
All right, I like what I'm seeing here from this Cabal. I mean, like we were saying, this character is really, really strong. It's got great conversions. I mean, the way that he can kind of turn any hit into the Nomad Dash, which leads into the rest of the damage. Like, this character is really solid back one. We haven't seen too much of that being like a big key player in here, just the way that it's been working out. But I think the threat of it just being there is going to impact anybody's playstyle, and knowing that he's got this massive range mid that also has a crushing blow launcher attached to it. Like, the tool is fantastic. It's got overhead in it as well. It's so good.
Everything you need. There's nothing there that you would not want.
Yeah, the full list is checked off.
It is the full MK11. And
got
we
a
do
good fatal blow conversions and damage too. There's some like 70% combo off of his one launching crushing blow off the hook slam.
I saw that.
That
It's
is
ridiculous.
And
right. We do see Too Easy switching to Sub-Zero.
Who's gonna jump right over that ice ball here. And there's that jump two where he sticks that hook sword out in the air. One of the other great air normals available to characters.
And a good chunky 380 damage off the bat. Kerbalicious just not letting anything happen. Keeping Too Easy where he wants to be, and now he has the pressure after the throw and not blocking the jump kick.
Okay, goes for the low. Good blocks here though. Kerbo not gonna get caught by this mix here. Ooh, that time it will connect though. Gonna try to potentially burn that breakaway. Kerbo is just gonna wait a little bit though. And that's one of the things you see about high-level play, is that they're not going to immediately break away, actually. They will wait for their opponents to feel like, oh, he's not breaking away. That's the first layer, is that once your opponent sees you didn't immediately break away, a lot of players will just, if they were conditioned to deal with that, they'll just go right into it. And then the other layer then is that once they start going into it, you can break away at key moments and get the punish.
Yes, kind of like with Scorpion, you always have his risk to finish the combo with the spear, because if you finish it with that and the breakaway comes out, full combo punish. You usually see Scorpion players do 1-1-2 instead of the spear.
Yeah, they want to be careful.
All right, nice spacing from Kerbalicious though. The jump two catching.
I mean, look at that damage, 37%, only a single bar spent for it.
Yeah, and the grab whiff and getting the jump kick from Too Easy, not really getting after, and the right move right there from Kerbalicious gonna get the but drops the combo.
That's a bad time to drop it too, especially right after a breakaway, but he's going to get the immediate redemption combo here. Oh, misses the hook slam, so he's going to stay out of the corner here. And Too Easy now looking to put some distance between him and the burn victim. Only 111 health left. Jumps to the other side, and Cabal will take it with the brutality as well.
This isn't offline, this is online. We get the brutalities.
Yes, NRS, please give us brutalities in tournaments. I don't know what the fear is. Like, are you afraid that YouTubers are going to go into tournament mode so that they can get the clips of the brutalities early? They already let people like Uncaged Games have the game early and put up a 35-minute video of every single one of Joker's intro lines. It's not like they're protecting secrets. And that's before the character's out. So I can't think of why they wouldn't just put it in tournament mode.
Yeah, it would be much more hype than just seeing a finish him string every single time.
I mean, brutalities are the coolest part of this game in terms of like the flair, that little extra bonus. I don't need it, but it's there. And it's kind of a shame that they don't happen in tournaments. The hype moments in tournaments are like the pop-offs and occasional fatal blows maybe, but man, brutalities don't happen enough. But nonetheless, we're going to be moving here into game 3.
Looks like he's going back to Shang Tsung.
Okay. So didn't have as much confidence there in Sub-Zero. And I like this pick of Kerbalicious. Just then, like this Cabal pick is what we see a lot from Kerbalicious, and it's proven over and over again to be extremely solid. This is the character that he qualified with. I know he's got Johnny Cage listed on there. I made sure to put it on there on his card because I know that Johnny Cage is the character that got him some fame back in the MK9 days, but Cabal has been the character he's been getting tons of work with here.
Yeah, and the crushing blow from Too Easy, you never really see that crushing blow. I think it was just a faulty from Kerbalicious, really.
Yeah, Kerbalicious getting a little bit too antsy trying to get the punish here. Oh, and there we go. There's the launcher point blank immediate breakaway this time from Too Easy. I doesn't want to see the follow-up.
Oh, catching the down 3 and getting a full combo conversion into the corner. Drops at the very end, but he doesn't even need it.
Man, this
Corner
redemption
switch
combo here. Might even be doing this on purpose. There's a
into the
restand.
restand.
Okay, tries to chip him out. Not gonna have enough damage here, and Too Easy gonna go ahead and switch the sides here. What's the corner pressure? Catches him with another throw. Gonna get some health back here, which is important with this low life, and especially when your opponent's on that point where they're going for the chip out here. Man,
Here's
3 throws in a row. Catches him out of the air.
The body
Easy
drop.
looking to make it.
The falls block, but not in time. Kerbalicious just barely gonna take it. He was making the comeback with throws and the body drop, but just not in time. Too Easy.
Yeah, Too Easy maybe wasn't ready for that flawless block because he could have done a flawless block attack and killed right there, but instead just gonna
Might have been
go
accidental.
Yeah, it happens. One of those things, especially online, it's kind of hard to guarantee you'll get it. Ooh, the corpse drop, stopping him now. Kerbalicious getting zoned out a bit here, and this is what I was talking about in terms of like characters can't zone Cabal traditionally, but I think Shang Tsung kind of can. The body drop keeps him out of the air, the ground skulls, it's not bad.
Oh, but the wake up not getting punished. Almost Kerbalicious. That smoke is safe on block if you meter burn it. You either get a restand or safe on block, and either way, you're gonna get that.
Ooh, caught him whiffing. That's gonna be a 266 damage. Nothing you can do about it too. You just have to hold it. Oh no, the
nomad dash out of
nomad
nowhere.
Just gotta let him know, hey, I'm still here. I'm still playing. You can't just get lax in your back and forth thing. You gotta be ready to block. Kerbo running out of health again here, and this time Too Easy's not doing it from a comeback position. He's taking this by storm here. Only 20 health left to go. Ooh, caught him jumping. He's gonna turn into a Cabal for just a moment here.
Also, another thing about Soul Steel in this matchup, or in general with Shang Tsung, the amount of range it has, and it's very hard to punish at very long ranges. And Cabal, I don't think he would have maybe enough. But if you know how to play, yeah, if you have if you know the opponent's character, it's very effective because that Soul Steel can be worthwhile to use.
Yeah, absolutely. As like a spacing and zoning tool, it's got such a large hitbox that they can't jump over it successfully, and it's so far away that it oftentimes is not actually punishable. Here we go, full damage, no breakaway to stop this. Can be a clean 30% here for Kerbo. Nice throw tech there though from Too Easy, and the overhead connects. No follow up though. He wasn't committed.
Trying to bait for that false block using the safe string instead of the plus.
Ooh, reversal counter. Okay, so it was safe, but Kerbo, knowing that it's safe, trying to get something started maybe a little bit too early. And Too Easy had that ground skull ready. Okay, here we go. Now it's a mirror match.
What's the test? Is how to play Cabal. It doesn't really look like he's trying to back up, not trying to touch him at all.
Okay, follow block. Gonna turn right back into Shang Tsung here. Fatal blow is available here from Kerbalicious. One hit will close it out. The staggers, good blocks. Too Easy catches him with the jump kick. Rolls out, that's it, he's done. Yep, he's gonna go straight into Fatal Blow, and Kerbalicious will take it 3-0 over Too Easy. He's gonna be continuing Cabal's run through this loser's bracket here. Quite an impressive showing from Kerbalicious. Definitely a really strong player. I'm hoping to see more of him traveling around in the LCQ, or in Season 2, and I believe he'll be at the LCQ. I hope so.
Kerbalicious ending with the fatality. Eyeball is coming out.
This is a good one. I like this one.
Remember when they revealed this?
I mean, I thought he was trying to catch him. He was definitely trying to catch him. It was going to be a cool stunt.
He was being a nice guy. He accidentally left his hooks in his hands. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
He's not getting charged. He's not getting charged.
This was an accident. This is definitely not murder. All right. So next up, I think we got one more losers bracket match here that we're going to have on stream, and that's going to be Sunio versus Blue Linkies. So we're about to get the Blue Jackie versus another Cowboy.
The Blue Goo versus the Blue himself. It looks like, so that means that Blue beat Henny. We had just seen Henny against Titanium Tigers, and in losers looks like Blue took it over him. Blue primarily using, like you said, the Cowboy, using Aaron Black. Recently, mainly he's been using Aaron Black and Frost a lot more. Frost kind of used for certain matchups or just certain players he plays against. He knows Frost is not there. Like they don't want to play Frost. He'll play Frost instead.
I like his Frost. I really like his
Yeah.
Frost. I've ran into his Frost a few times. I think his Frost. I think Frost in general is a good character. It's not like a. I don't think there's much really wrong with that character. That character's definitely got some love in recent patches. The third variation seems really, really strong. So I think that, you know, if players aren't feeling their current characters, that maybe Frost is the way to go. But there's also, you know, that side of it where it's like, I got here on Aaron Black. Aaron Black's the character that you initially clicked with. Like, there's something about also like your first main that you picked, not because of tier listing, just because you liked the way the character felt. And if that character ever is even remotely viable, a lot of players will put the time in and just make it work. So that might be the case for Blue. I'm not sure how attached to Aaron Black he is. I know Blaze has been a big Aaron Black fan for a while, though.
Oh yes, and Blue. One thing about Blue is we saw him earlier. I'm not sure. Like it was against. Who was it? I don't know. I think we saw it earlier though. He used barking irons. He likes to use a lot of barking irons next to 50 card toolkit pickup. Because you see a lot
barking irons take away the dynamite. Just take it away. Leave an empty slot. I would maybe even play this character if he just had an empty slot and no TNT. It'd be fine. All right, he is going to be using the 52 card pickup though here, so we are going to see Scud Shot available. Although I'm curious how Scud Shot ends up working against Sunio's character. You know, like the ground fireballs. I'm sure the arcing one can be shot out of it, can be Scud Shotted, but the one where she shoots the ground, I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get the Scud Shot to kill that. And the point of that is not to hit him. Like the point of it is just to get the fire on the ground. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Blue gonna get hit after the wake up jabs here. Grease kick, no amplify left though.
Ooh, kind of dodging the Scud Shot with the air. Wow.
What a call out. He's gonna go ahead and throw him while on fire, standing in the fire. I really think that he took more damage than he did on that throw trade. On fire, in fire, too much.
That throw at the very end gave him 10 more damage because it was in the acid. And just throwing at the goo, trying to paint the ground blue.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a lot of dot damage going on from both players between the acid and the fire. Let's platoon Jackie here. I think, honestly, this is one of my favorite characters to watch in the game as well. Sunio has been the primary player that we saw playing it before anybody else was that. At least I saw him. I know there's somebody else out there that is like, hey, I started playing it first. But Sunio was the first player that kind of came onto my radar as a really strong next-gen player when everybody else was oohing and ahhing at first-round KO. And definitely really, really exciting to watch this character just melt people's life bars away.
And the way right there, Blue was just putting in the pressure for Sunio, not letting him touch a button, keeping the acid, using 2-on-2, but the crushing blow from Sunio, catching the stand too.
Does have the breakaway available though, so it's going to stop the damage. Ooh, that slide lift wasn't quite close enough to get the punish. There's a nice throw check though here from Blue.
Ooh, he's glowing up all Blue. Blue's getting hit by the projectile.
He's got to lay in the fire. What did they tell you in school? Fire bad. Okay, Scud Shot does beat the arcing one there. Oh, wow, put the acid in the same. Trying to do some science here. What happens when you mix the fire and the acid?
With a dive kick, I completely forgot that Jackie does have dive kick in this variation.
Yeah, it's quite unsafe and not the big star player of the variation, so
yeah, not
players don't use it too often. Ooh, catching him with the full string, only a little bit of health left here. Sunio just needs to get one more ground carpet done, and that'll do it. Putting himself on the board, tying it up. We got a final round here in game one between these two.
Yeah, very smart from Sunio. Instead of using the plus frames, he went for the full string that has no gap in it, and the crushing blow dash punch, full distance he needed, but the slide getting caught this time. As the throw crushing blow used too.
He's just gonna go ahead and spend these resources. It's final round. You can't take him with you. Outside of range of the pocket sand as well. Sunio making all the reads here. Ooh, Linky's is playing a little bit too predictable here, or this is some sort of capoeira collusion, and they preordainedly choreographed this beforehand. Man, Sunio was just reading every move he made.
Yeah, every single move, like you said, was read by Sunio using every crushing blow he had in the arsenal. Blue barely got a touch on him, and the way he used the goo, every single time you saw Blue walking on the stage, he was in the goo. There was no chance at all that the tick damage was not happening on him. And now Blue has a chance to switch characters or stay on Aaron Black.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen here. That was a really strong showing from Sunio there. I like I said, I love watching his Jackie, this variation of Jackie, his in particular. I think it's a really big thrill, and it's also a bit of a change of pace. You know, big combos are fun, and he's got them still. He can do some big combos, but it's just an interesting way to see a character taking a different approach. And that, to me, I think is one of the more exciting things about it, is that, you know, there are characters that do kind of work on that. Another interesting character, perhaps, we haven't seen it obviously because it's not available for competitive, but you've got Gearus taking time off the clock, right? That might be another character that kind of just plays the turtle game between that and Sand Pillars running away, chunking the clock down. That'll be an interesting strategy to watch, the mill out.
Oh, definitely.
Ooh, okay, gets underneath it.
Blue read the movement. One of the strings you never see from Aaron Black, but Blue used it perfect that time. And he's going to even push him the acid for a little more tick damage, but Sunio's definitely getting the advantage with that blue goo instead.
Ooh, rolls underneath the dash punch and makes the throw whiff. Gonna go and throw him with a throw of his own here. 14%. Acid puddle is out. She's just gonna leap right over it. Gonna get the throw while the fire is on. She doesn't get a lot of extra damage. You see only 4% while they're on fire during the throw animation. But if you get them on fire, standing in fire, that starts to add up.
Oh, that's a counter hit. Not going to spend the crushing blow. No need to. He has no breakaway. That's the full combo conversion with the down two. Even if he hadn't died there, it was going to be a down 4 the acid, and he definitely would have been chipped out just on wake up.
Yeah, and he was ready. That's also optimal kind of for dealing with some breakaways as well. So the smart stuff from those Aaron Black players. And this is one of those things that also kind of happens with that dedication to a character. When you're not swapping around on the roster, when you're sticking to your guns and the character that you enjoy, you are able to get that extra time in the, just, you know, in the lab and experience with the character to know all those little bonus things that you can do that your typical character swapper is not necessarily going to be doing, and may drop if they try. Ooh, just going to stand in the fire, gets hit out of it. Sunio stacking this damage up right here.
No chance. The false block, no up two though.
Oh, ducks underneath the throw again, but he's not going for the uppercut crushing blow. I don't think it's been spent here. Can go ahead and just throw him again.
Yeah, I don't think he was in range. Unfortunate.
One bullet left. Yeah, that is the thing too. Jackie's throw range, she extends so far out when she does it that it's not actually as easy to uppercut crushing blow as some might think. Sunio running out of health here, although he is in fatal blow range. Plus frames caught him. He's going to go straight into it, and I think he's going to take it here. So Sunio staying alive. Not 100% sure on this damage. The skulls and shields are definitely going to play a role here. Yeah, just one kick left. Still alive.
Oh, the chip damage. This is Aaron Black. Does that the acid out, but the glue on the other side.
Oh, what happened? I don't know what's happening. Okay.
Close your eyes.
Both jumped across each other like two ships in the night. Neither one of them hit a normal in the air for some reason. That was goofy. Okay.
No, and what I've seen really in this matchup is the amount of respect Blue is giving Sunio is way too much. Sunio has free range to bring out the goo anytime he wants. Even in neutral, you'll see Sunio just pull out the glue even right next to him. And Blue is just not doing anything about it.
Immediate throw follow-up. I'm curious if Sunio is going to start reacting to that. Like, he sees, it's been, every time a throw whiffs, it's been a throw 3 times in a row now. So, and it's not been a punch. So I'm curious if Sunio is going to start maybe ducking the follow-up throw after his throw whiffs, so that maybe he can get that crushing blow. We'll see what happens here. This time the throw will connect. Standing in the acid the whole time, though.
Yeah, doing almost the most damage as he's received.
Yeah, it kind of evens out the trade. This is going to be a big chunk. Not enough to kill. 12 health left here, and the ground fire afterward, able to just get that slurp juice down. I mean, what do you do there? I'm sure that on the Oki on that, she actually is free to set up that ground fire, so there's nothing that can be done.
There's literally nothing, because even if you roll, the player can just stand there and wait forever and then punish your roll. There's literally nothing you can do.
Yeah, and invincible wake up attacks. You're invincible for a moment, but you're not going anywhere. You're still standing in that fire when those frames wear off.
Yeah, I don't even think Fatal Blow has enough armor to deal with that.
I'm not sure either. Yeah, the time that it ticks out, probably would be stuck watching the animation, but the game would still go the way of Jackie. Definitely have seen that happen before, which is funny.
Yes, definitely. But now we have Blue. You just stick with Aaron Black and just stick with his tried and true.
All right, riding it all the way out here with the Cowboy.
The back 2-2-2 simulator, we are here.
Right now, Sunio on set point here, looking to continue to advance. And Sunio, one of the players that also qualified for both sides of Konsole Kombat, so he will be joining us again for the PlayStation Finals. A couple other players that are qualified here as well will be taking part. I believe Tweety qualified for both. We got Titanium Tigers, We got Ninja Killer in both, K7 Show Off was in both, Dragon's in both. So quite a few of these players we're seeing here tonight are going to be also making a reappearance. Oh, this is going to be big damage. Crushing Blow. Acid's going to go away. Sunio going to burn that breakaway off of his opponent here and going to start to burn him alive as well as a follow-up.
Yeah, but Blue can take the answer. Not going to go for
where
a
are you
full
going?
conversion.
Lifeguard says no jumping. Man, get down. Look at these plays here. Sunio is just playing out of his mind. All the right moves.
Ooh, but the counter from Blue is not going to spend the crushing blow to Seeds. No need to, but I bring him right to the corner. No acid setup because he had already used the acid. It was still on the ground, but this time he pulls it out, and Sunio is not going to respect it. He's going to wake up, jump, go for the
frame.
Blue.
New challenge. He's going to survive, though, and this time the armor on the Fatal Blow is still going to be available here, and this will be the round going the way of Jackie Briggs, and set point available here as well for Sunio. No Fatal Blow left, though, so out of resources, but man, sometimes you don't end up needing it. We've seen some of the plays Sunio's been making. He's just been on fire here. Still has a few crushing blows left available, and one of the few players I think that I've seen in next gen that uses that dome throw crushing blow effectively and often. We've seen it, I think, in both of these games so far. Still a chance to see it here in game 3. There's a dive bomb to put the rifle away.
Yeah, and I think we saw Blue trying to counter the dive kick with the gun, but it's not in time. And now Sunio has the pressure and needs to get started. But every single time we've seen Blue kind of get in and start his pressure, he's been destroying Sunio. But the only problem is the amount of respect he gives Sunio. He's not getting anything started.
Ooh, okay, the scud shot beat that blue blast before it hit the ground.
You got your answer.
That was absurd. All right, scud shot cancels here. Sunio gonna hold it. There's the slide, just taking the risks here. Got to do it to stay alive. The acid puddle's out. Sunio gonna run away from the fire. The smart plays here.
Yes.
Throwing him away from it. That acid is going to start to run away. I believe it's gonna be gone. The dash punch will connect.
Set up.
And here's the burn. Ooh, the challenge in the air. That's gonna do it here. Final round in game 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Aaron Black has one of the best jump threes in the game, but the toe barely caught Sunio, and he's going to take that round, and now he has the pressure to slide to get in, and now he's slowly bringing him towards the corner, and Sunio noticing that the scud shot, and now he has his free turn.
Aaron Black's jump 3 is absurd. I was playing casuals or Frosty Foul Swings with Get Wrecked, and I could not anti-air that jump kick for the life of me. 7-frame jab, didn't do shit. All right, here we go. Big crushing blow coming out. Immediate breakaway, though, from Blue. Ooh, gonna hold it that time. A little bit interesting play there. Stand off.
And now again, we see Sunio getting the
punish.
Yeah, or you spend the crushing blow.
Oh, still just running out of life. Blue is in trouble. Sunio blocks it. There's the fire. He's still on fire. That's going to be the brutality as well.
What a mess.
All the heads coming off tonight.
Yeah, man. Hope you guys have the corner on speed dial because we are making bodies everywhere.
No mercy.
So that is going to then mean that Sunio will be advancing here along the loser side of the bracket. So we got Izzy advanced, Kerbo advanced, and Sunio advanced. I think we're still waiting on the results of Demoralized and Cam is Black. But that is our losers bracket matches here for top 16. Now we're going to hop over to the winner's side, where we're going to determine, first off, the winners of these next 4 matches will be moving on to top 8, so they'll be able to rest easy tonight, knowing that they'll be playing tomorrow for the big chunks of change, and the players that lose in those matches will be facing off against those that we just saw winning to see if they can fight to stay in for our top 8. So it looks like, first off, though, we're going to be having Dragon versus Pulse. Dragon, a big favorite to win this tournament alongside Ninja Killer, the other, I would say, big favorite here. So we got Dragon coming up versus Pulse, the last Aaron Black remaining in the tournament.
Yes. One of the things we see about Xbox players is the amount of Aaron Black players is more than like everybody in the community combined. There's Pulse, there's Blue, there's a Blackout, there's a Blaze. If you want to watch an Xbox tournament, it's going to be filled with like half Aaron Black players. It's kind of ridiculous.
They are all over the place. Aaron Black is a common character on the Xbox side of things, at least. And the players that play him do play him well. That's why we're seeing 3 all the way into our top 16, right? It's part of that is those players have been putting in the work to kind of make those characters shine. So we're going to go ahead and get one of them in here. And I don't know Dragon thing, but I'm sure somebody else has got it. All right, cool. Dragon is here ready to bring the Elder Goddess's flames.
Yes, Dragon was the #1 seed, and he's definitely proved himself that he should be here.
I think also that Dragon has played some other Cetrions as well in this tournament. So this is not going to be, or not other Cetrions, other Aaron Blacks in this tournament. So this is not going to be his first rodeo, as it were. He's going to be kind of aware of the tool set available. So it's going to kind of come down to what is Pulse going to do differently that those before him didn't.
And this is a rematch of an offline tourney. I think it was NEC. I'm not sure. But these two players did play offline. It was a very, very close set. Dragon did take it, but Pulse kind of just at the crisp of defeating Dragon, but just not quite taking it. And Dragon, with the composure, took it. And this time, Pulse not going to use Aaron Black and go with that Johnny Cage.
Oh, okay. So this is a little bit of a change up here. Definitely was expecting to see Aaron Black, but not as confident in the matchup, it would appear. So Johnny Cage is going to be coming out here instead. So we're going to see Outtake with the high and low force balls, as well as that Rising Star. So we're going to have to be careful about that. And Dragon, of course, rocking the classic spring cleaning. It's kind of hard to say if a third variation of Cetrion will ever even happen. It just seems like spring cleaning has such a great toolkit that even when looking at the other variation moves, like how do you make this work better than spring cleaning? Like
True.
It's tough. This character is really good. We did see a recent nerf, but we'll see if it ends up playing a role here. If Dragon ends up even needing to use that far teleport to get out of pressure.
Yeah, and banking started. Unfortunate, Pulse is going to be pushed full screen, but of course, Johnny, with these fireballs, can stop Cetrion from getting all the zoning she really requests. But that air kind of ray is very fast, but no boulders are going to come out. He's refusing letting Dragon use any boulders.
Well, as soon as he said it, as if to spite you, and that's going to be a crushing blow coming out as well here. And Dragon now has a significant life lead. Also, I like that Dragon has been kind of sitting at that 3/4 screen distance where you don't actually get the force balls to connect. They'll arc right over his head. We've seen a lot of those force balls whiffing despite them being mids here.
And here we go, coming down to the final damage. Dragon, all he needs to do is just take a little chip away, maybe a little zoning, trying to keep Pulse on his toes. But at this point, Pulse needs to start getting some hits, trying to start his Johnny pressure with the plus frames, and the grab's going to come out after the cancel.
Looking to even things up here. Oh no, it gets a little bit too hasty though, and the rock wall will come out. Dragon taking round one. Man, that was potentially going to be a huge comeback here for Pulse as well. I think that's one of the things that about Johnny Cage. There's a couple other characters. Jax, I think, is one of the other big ones, is that you can never count them out. They have that Fatal Blow available, which means explosive damage and options are going to be available.
And we did see the very beginning of the round. Nice read from Dragon. He did get the punish, and now he has Pulse in the corner, and he's mixing him up with the throws or the mids. And Cetrion, definitely one of the characters with very good buttons, very good mids, and the rock wall again, combo off the rock wall.
Anti-air rock wall as well. Dragon is playing this round extremely strong. Can we see another comeback here? Only a real master right now.
And we really never see Dragon use wake up, so Pulse kind of recognizing that, waiting for the delayed wake up on the wall. It's gonna take it and end the Dragon to go up the first game.
Yeah, it wasn't quite close enough for that low to connect, and Dragon, expert use of that rock wall. That rock wall is a big part of Cetrion's kind of footsie game. It comes out at a range where it's going to beat out a lot of normals, right? Like in terms of your standard jabs and stuff, they're not going out as far as that rock can potentially, be a problem. So that rock is a big part of the game, and I think what it comes down to in a lot of situations is how do players deal with the rock. The rock wall is punishable, I believe, if you have a fast enough normal. I know some characters at least can do it, but the amplify, you got to worry about the amplify as well. Like, it's got a couple of different layers to it, but it's how players can potentially deal with that rock wall is going to kind of shift things as well. Because if Dragon can keep on relying on that in the footsies game, and we saw it as an anti-air, like if he's going to be able to constantly throw that out as a big answer to plenty of the questions that Pulse is trying to bring to the table, then that's going to end up being very problematic here for Pulse. So Pulse is definitely going to need to find a way around it.
Yeah, and the wall kind of, for Cetrion, kind of plays neutral just for her, because anytime you really want to pull the wall out, as long as it's a meter, it is safe. There is a false block gap, and like you said, if you have a fast enough button, you can interrupt it, but really, it's always that guess. Is he going to meter burn? Is he not going to meter burn? Is he going to pull another wall straight out? It's always a guess, and here we go. Pulse going to switch back to Aaron Black, to his true mate, with a false block on the jump on the forward.
I don't think I've ever even seen that before. I didn't know that she gets covered in fire. I thought she did some sort of Shang Tsung uppercut thing. All right, cool.
Yeah, definitely such one of the weaker wake ups in the game.
Yeah, you guys saw it here first. Dragon just revealed a new move.
And it's definitely the whiff punish on that grab. Reading the grab, you know it's Dragon. You know he's going to read that every single time. Dragon, he's definitely a brick wall of defense. You can never really open up Dragon. It is kind of one of those things where that's why Dragon's such a good player. He techs all of his grabs, and you cannot open up this man unless you're gonna mix him up.
Yeah, the reactions that Dragon possesses are insane. Very difficult to throw him, very difficult to kind of get in with any sort of gimmicky mix. Like, he's also a player that, you know, part of it, this is his job. He's a competitive player professionally, so, you know, he doesn't have to go and deliver any mail or whatever. He's just going to be hanging out, playing the game, grinding it out. So if there are flawless spot gaps, I'm sure that he has found them. You know, if there are instances where he can fuzzy certain mix-ups that are annoying to deal with, I'm sure that he has the timing down for them. He is a well of information and knowledge as well.
Yeah, and we even saw the E-League finals in the in MK. They had a little sort of thing, and qualified. Dragon qualified, and he had a little notebook. When he was playing Gur, he literally had a notebook with notes for each player he wanted to play. He had notes.
The Mortal Kombat scrapbook, you gotta have it ready. Look at this, going for the optimal combos here. Pulse, of course, can immediately break away. He didn't want to get finessed on here. He's only got 250 health left, though. Can he do it? First hit on the overhead connects. Tries for the crushing blow. Dragon already out of there, though. Now looking to run away some more. Take 2 bullets left. Acid Puddle is out. Dragon has such a life lead, though. It's not really going to matter.
He needs to make something happen. Pulse, he has such a life deficit.
Okay, he got caught. Again, that overhead connecting here. The jump kick with only 60 health left. Pulse is in trouble.
He saw his crushing blow loaded.
He still has that fatal blow also. Oh no, he's on chip avoided now. Last breath about to come out. There it is. One more hit will do it. And that's the thing. You block the rock, you have to block the geyser to follow up.
Jails. It's ridiculous. That needs to nerf. As soon as you block that rock geyser, it can come out for free. You don't even have to worry about it.
I think if you flawless block it, it's fine. You know, it's got a bunch of startup on it. That is the name of the game, honestly. I think that a lot of things that seem strong are only strong because players don't flawless block them. Down 1 acid from Kano, flawless block that shit. Like, and I will be one of the first players that I don't do it. I am not. My brain is not quick enough. My reaction's not there. I don't practice it enough. But I think that is the next level. And I've been working on a few things here and there that get me Jade's back 3 string. Ooh, you best believe I'm going to figure out how to flawless block that shit. I hate dealing with that string.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as there. Yes, definitely with Kano, flawless blocking acid, flawless blocking down 1. Even if players are complaining about if you forward 1, it jails first down 1, you can literally flawless block the down 1, and Kano has no options afterwards. And I'm just gonna leave it as that. And
yeah, I mean, I just think that flawless block is definitely a less explored tool. The higher level players are doing it, but I think some of the casual players need to just get good and third strike parry that shit. Like, that is what it's there for. Stop holding the button down like it's Fortnite trigger, and you've got some bullets to shoot, and start using it when it's necessary.
Flawless blocking is the next level. MK11, but the interactable use for Pulse gonna bring Dragon straight to the corner. Nice read. And trying to make that
danger room. You can jump off of the furniture now.
Yes, and Dragon tried to make the last hit of the string whiff, but it just didn't work out. And here we go, the mix coming out from Pulse, getting the full combo conversion, making the meter used. And what can you do with the bop of the head? There it is.
Difference. Yeah, this is a very different change of pace here from the last game. Right now, Dragon definitely on the back foot. The acid going to be enough to close it out. And Pulse basically turning it up here as we go into game 3. I mean, he did not like what he was seeing beforehand, so this was corner lockdown, and he did not give him any room to breathe either.
And we see an effect that now Citron's teleport uses 2 defense meters, so Dragon does not have the option to teleport far away.
Yeah, exactly. You need that second bar. That's something that maybe players didn't think about. I say that because I didn't think about it until just now. That it's not just that it costs her 2 bars, it's that she also needs to have both bars. She can't roll away and then teleport out. She can't wake up attack, hit you, and then teleport out. She actually has to have both of those defensive bars available.
Yes, and definitely
both. Block. Oh no!
Blocking the side, crushing blow used. That's all he needs.
The breakaway immediately. Gonna jump over the follow-up here. Good blocks here from Dragon, though.
And now slowly Pulse has to get his way in like he was before. Oh, used the teleport in the same area, and now we get Geyser.
Okay, so that air teleport actually only costs 1 bar of defense. So I like that kind of change up of the use, adapting to the patch on the fly here.
And now Pulse has his pressure started, but the wall is going to do it for him. The reversal wall. You can use wall anytime you want, and it does not matter. Dragon taking the 2nd round.
Yeah, that wall is a very powerful tool if players aren't like well versed in its flaws. I think if you talk to Citron players, they will definitely not upplay it. They'll tell you that it's got its problems, but it just seems to be a thing that the community has not really fully figured out. And I think part of that is also that there's so few good Cetrion players. So
yes,
not a lot of players to get games on.
Like, definitely this character, everybody can agree this character is top tier, but you really only see people like Dragon, Koizi. You really don't see many people using Cetron. That's the reason why she's kind of lefted from these nerf patches. She's not really been touched as much as other characters like Garrus.
All right, here we go. There's the air laser. Hell's Wrath coming down. Ooh, jumps to Rockwall, but the Rockwall catches it on the frames in it. The active frames on Rockwall are forever. 20 health left. Goes with another Rockwall. Chip avoided.
Chip avoided.
Pulse trying to hang in there. Yeah, that'll do it there. Hell's Wrath.
And Dragon gonna take this, the third game, gonna take it swiftly. Moving on.
All right, so Pulse getting 3-0'd by Dragon, and it does look like that's going to be yet another 3-0 here in our top 16. So these matches have been getting a bit of a steamroll here. And Dragon going through Pulse, continuing his march, securing himself a spot in top 8 winner side here for tomorrow of the Konsole Kombat finale, which means that he's done for the night. He can go ahead and kind of sit back, continue watching his opponents and study and figure out who is going to be joining him on that winner side of the bracket. But he can sleep well knowing that he is going to be securing himself a big chunk of change tomorrow. But next up, we're going to try to get King Gambler in the lobby with GX17 again. So we've had some problems getting King Gambler here in the past. Hopefully those have been resolved. We can get him in here. If not, we may move over to Ninja Killer versus Mike Trolinsky. That may be the match we'll switch over to if we still can't get King in here. But hopefully we can get King Gambler in here so that we can see that matchup. Nightwolf versus Jackie Briggs.
I definitely want to see him.
Yeah, that would be what I would expect from the two here, Nightwolf versus Jackie Briggs. And Gambler had started off as a Scarlet player in the game's early life. Although Scarlet, I think, is a character that, unfortunately, at the higher levels, has a couple of exploitable problems that really good players can't. Namely, it's flawless blocks. Like the characters' core
really
strings all have flawless blockable gaps on them, which you can kind of play in that meta, and maybe that's something that'll happen down the line as more players get used to flawless blocking. Then maybe players can start baiting flawless blocks a little bit more. She does have a parry. We have seen some stuff like that happening. I think it was Samij and Sonic Fox when they were having set, even in the beta, that was part of the thing of just like, oh, I know you're going to flawless block this. I'm going to cancel it into parry, and then we'll see what happens. So I think there is room for that meta to perhaps evolve, but as it currently stands, Scarlet, he just wasn't feeling it and made the switch over to Nightwolf, and man, his Nightwolf has been a thrill to watch. Definitely one of the best Nightwolves out there.
Yeah, it's definitely been a killer. Nightwolf, all you really see with Nightwolf is his down 3 is super effective, super long range, and a lot of plus frames if you get on hit, and then the 1-1-1 stagger. It is a killer. You always have to guess with the 1-1, is he going to go into grab or is he not going to go into grab? And that quick overhead, always catching players kind of crouch blocking or just getting caught off guard in general by the overhead. And he doesn't have really an effective low other than the down 3. But since the down 3 has so many plus frames, stand 1's going to gel on that every single time. And if you're using his first variation or third variation, that is a ton of damage. Corner carry, it's such a good character. Nightwolf is definitely, I would not say really underrated. Everybody really knows the character is good, but just not as used as much as these other characters.
I think the main thing with Nightwolf is that he's a DLC character, so he has less sort of mileage to him, right? Like the character has not been available on the competitive circuit for anywhere near as long as the rest of the characters. He was the second character to come out, and we're just only starting to kind of see Shang Tsung players. Like we've got Arn Kratos, I think is one of the big Shang Tsung players that we've seen from Russia coming over and doing some work. But beyond that, there aren't a ton of really big Shang Tsung players. And I think part of that is just that, hey, for a few months, nobody was able to play this character because it was locked behind closed doors. Then for a month after it came out, we couldn't play it competitively. But I think as we move into season 2, where all these characters are going to be fully legal, except for Spawn, because Spawn's not out yet. But as we move into season 2 and even season 3 of CGL here, there are definitely going to be a lot more showings of those DLC characters. We'll see more Terminator coming out. We'll see more Shang Tsung coming out. We'll definitely see more Nightwolf coming out. I think that Joker is also going to be a big threat, which from my understanding, speaking of if the finals and Konsole Kombat and stuff, the PlayStation finals, Joker is going to be available for that. So Joker's going to be hot off the presses and going to be potentially shaking up those brackets. I'm sure Nips will correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but my understanding is that we will be seeing potential Joker play in the finals.
Yeah, Joker, we saw him on the combat stream. Not really. We haven't really got our hands with the character yet, but just off of just watching the stream, yeah, it is confirmed that he will be legal. But just watching off the
Excellent.
stream, Joker is definitely looking like he is a strong character. His first variation has a lot more zoning potential, kind of not as like kind of a reminder of Deadshot, but obviously not as effective as Deadshot. And the
Yeah, he's
second
definitely not a
variation,
dead shot.
definitely not Deadshot. It has a kind of like the low gunshot, kind of reminiscent of Deadshot's low bullet kind of move. And then with the second variation, a lot more sep heavy, something with Sonic Fox and Hey George kind of get their hands on it, grasp it, get those setups all locked and loaded. And the third variation, it looks like a combo variation, a lot of damage with the boxing gloves.
Yeah, that boxing glove stuff, it almost feels like there's a possibility that some of the stuff we're seeing is not going to be like, how some of the characters come out and then they get like a day one patch kind of thing, where some of the damage that we're seeing from because it looks like you can use two of them in a combo and stuff, that we may end up seeing a nerf, and we may even see it post. We saw Shang Tsung get nerfed in terms of the ground skull damage that he was getting. So those boxing gloves, they seem really, really strong as just a combo extender, particularly from a character that has fatal blow cancelable stuff to confirm into that combo. He's got lows. I don't know if he's got overheads, but if you combine some of those with some of his trap setups that he has, which I know they aren't in the current variations, but I think we also have to kind of look into a bit longer term. I'm sure we'll see a competitive versions of the characters where we get full custom variations. I think that's where the game eventually needs to go. Season 2 maybe is a little bit too early because there's still variations that don't exist yet at all in terms of just like, oh, these characters haven't seen these moves yet. Like, Scorpion's got the Hellfire Dash and the Fire Breath, which why would you ever amplify it? It's -2 versus +19. It's crazy. And then which, I mean, some of those maybe they'll get love when they change it, but there's a lot of underexplored and unused stuff in there. And then I think the ultimate is just open the floodgates up and stop having this whole competitive versus not competitive. Then we can have like that community of players that only play competitor custom variations. Now we can all play together. Those players that don't even play the competitive variations, those players that don't jump into Combat League because they can't use their custom Scorpion, they're all going to start filtering back in. So I think that's where the game ultimately eventually needs to go. And just think about like some of the stuff that some of these characters can have is insane.
Yeah, and it looks like King Gambler, unfortunate, he cannot connect to the lobby, so we're going to move on to the next match of Ninja Killer and Mike Trulinski, it seems like. And Ninja Killer, definitely a well-known name, using a lot. We see him start off with, at first, played KO Jackie, first round KO Jackie, then he switched to Liu Kang, and now he's using a lot more Johnny. Johnny Cage is definitely one of the scariest Johnny players we've seen. Johnny Cage definitely abundant with those plus frames. A lot of just pressure after pressure, auto shimmy, anything you really want. Johnny has, and an outtake has some really great zoning. And then on the other side, Mike Trulinski, mainly a Scorpion player. We've seen him use that Reborn, seen him since day one. One of the Xbox players, you definitely see him, and you name an Xbox player, Mike Trulinski is on that list.
Yeah, definitely. Mike Trulinski, one of the premier players, and I believe, I'm not actually sure. I don't know if Mike made it. I know Mike was trying to, but definitely one of the big favorites on both consoles as well, either way. And Ninja Killer, definitely one player that has made it to both consoles. But without a doubt, Mike Trulinski in the beginning, early stages of Console Combat, one of the big players coming into those. We saw on his player card that he's got that the first week, I believe, he won the very first one for PlayStation. So definitely been a big name and been putting some work in. And he's been kind of dedicated to Scorpion for a while, which is a character that players have kind of said has been nerfed and isn't as strong. And I think also hasn't had great offline performances as well, which kind of, give a little bit more credence to the claims that Scorpion's not as strong. But nonetheless, there are still Scorpion players out there repping the Shirai Ryu, and Mike Trulinski is absolutely one of them. And he's got a hell of a Hanzo Hazashi on those sticks as well. We'll see how he fares, though, against Ninja Killer, right? Like, Ninja Killer is a robot. He has USB ports. He just plugs himself into the console, and he reads your inputs, and that's how he knows.
No matter what you do, we even saw it at NEC. Floss blocked Sonic Fox's wake up 2 times in a row, went for the full combo punish, got the tournament. He knows everything you're going to do. And this also is a rematch from a PS4 qualifier. Before these two did play, and Mike Trulinski did take it 2-0 in top 16. So he was definitely on the upper hand this time, but we'll see how Ninja Kill can adapt. We know this player, he's a very adaptable player. He knows exactly what you're going to do. Even if he loses the first game, the second game, he is coming straight for you with every single read he has in the book.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ninja Killer, obviously one of the big favorites to win the entire tournament here as well. Ninja Killer, was a bit of an online warrior, hadn't traveled during the MKX scene, but here his MK11 career has been extremely solid. I want to say he's made it to grand finals in every tournament that every Pro Tour event that he attended. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe that is the case. So he has an extremely impressive track record, rivaled really only by Sonic Fox, who is the god that kind of oversees all of us here in the NRS scene. But Ninja Killer is one of the first players that we have to sort of challenge that throne, and we'll see if it can happen. Final Combat coming up. Ninja Killer, I believe, had the third most points. It goes Sonic Fox, then Dragon, then Ninja Killer. Though Ninja Killer may have even overtaken that second spot, as while he didn't attend the majority of the Pro Tour events, he wasn't traveling for a decent chunk of it. He was able to have just such impressive finishes in those tournaments he did attend, that he ended up having a huge chunk of points in there for that Final Combat. So going into Final Combat, as well as this tournament here, Ninja Killer is definitely a player that almost everybody has their eyes on as a potential threat to take the whole thing.
Yeah, and we've seen time after time, Ninja Killer, every single grand finals, taking a lot of them. We even saw, I want to say it was Pick of the Hut. The very beginning when Ninja Killer kind of started getting up, Pick of the Hut tweeted out, I believe that Ninja Killer is going to win 3 to 5 offline tourneys in this next season of MK11. Everybody was just saying you're off the rockers, you are trolling, you're a clown. But then as soon as Ninja Killer started going to offline tournaments, he got those grand finals, got the wins he needed, and he proved everybody right.
And the prophecy was written and came true. I mean, Ninja Killer is an extremely impressive player. He's not undefeatable, though. Players have been able to get a game or two off of him here and there. So we'll see if somebody can actually get the full set, which has been a rare achievement or accomplishment for many players, but it's definitely a possibility here. See what happens right now. It looks like we're just waiting for Mike Trolinsky to enter into the lobby. Although we have had issues with Mike's internet previously, potentially having some DDoS attacks or something like that going on. So hopefully we can get Mike in here and have a smooth match going. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, while we wait, Dream Eater, what have you been thinking about? What do you want with Spawn coming in soon? What have you been thinking about him?
Oh, Spawn, I don't have a ton of ideas on Spawn. I'm not really well versed in the Spawn lore, so I don't really know. In terms of what I want from Spawn, honestly, I want interesting gameplay. I'm not particularly attached to a lore version of Spawn per se, because I don't know enough about the lore to really have he better have this move where he summons this weird guy from Comic Book 74 and they have a chit chat and then he throws a demon at you or whatever. I don't know any of that. I don't know any of that stuff. So I want unique gameplay. So ideas I have that I don't think even are good is let's get some full screen Swamp Thing chain command grabs. Let me just grab you from all the way across the screen.
A full screen command grab.
Yeah, it sounds absurd. Even when you say it out loud, full screen,
you wouldn't be able to be
grab.
touched.
I should be banished for saying it, but at the same time, it's it's interesting. It'd be a high. You're not going to get the crushing blow on it, or maybe the chains have a hurt box. Let's make it real dumb. I don't know, but I mean, I think that there's some. That's what I mainly want. Is I just want some really interesting stuff that kind of isn't seen. Looking at Joker, they definitely have those ideas cooking up and ready. Joker is a character that has a weird, different arsenal of stuff that you haven't really seen before. His parry looks just like his projectile, even. So there's that kind of weird mix up that may exist. He's got a string. It's not even a special move. It's a string where he swings a wheelchair bound individual at you. That is ridiculous.
That is Joker.
He's got a ton of flair to the character's flavor, right? It really blends to the character too. Yeah, it's really cool.
When they made Joker, they thought of, okay, let me look at the DC comics, let me get the DC lore, and we finally have opened up the gates. This is Mortal Kombat. This is not Injustice. We have all the violence. This is rated R. We can do whatever we want. And they definitely did that. They had the wheelchair, the burning the bodies, the brutalities he has, the fatalities, some of the best I would say in the game. Definitely ready. And even if they say they bring a second DC character, I would not be against it. After they've done with Joker, I definitely could see a second DC character being as good as him.
Yeah, I'm curious as to who DC would kind of let through the gates on that, because it is a big sell as to like, hey, which character are you going to let us murder? Although at the same time, they are giving us the skins, right? Like we can almost murder Harley, and now we're going to get Darkseid and
Killer
Killer
Croc.
Croc. And I think the Batman who laughs is something that should be murdered. Definitely looks very murderable. But you know, they're kind of opening the gates up a little bit on that. I think one thing
More
for
lenient.
sure is that NetherRealm has kind of proven that like, hey, we make a quality product. Not only do we make a quality product, but we spend a lot of time and a lot of care making sure that when we do put these guest characters in there, that there is a lot of love attached to it. It's not just, oh yeah, we took our robot character and then we reskinned it as Terminator, and now look, Terminator's here. It doesn't feel like that at all. Terminator has moves that kind of feel like Terminator. They did a really good job with that. And if you look back at the other characters, like Predator felt right. Jason felt like Jason. Leatherface was a wild, maniacal, chainsaw wielding dude. Like they did a really good job with that. And Joker, from what we've seen so far, is going to continue that trend. So to say that DC would be like, hey, no more killers for you. We're not going to let you touch our products. I think that'd be crazy. I think that we'll definitely see more. I don't necessarily know if I want a bunch of comic book characters. I want more Mortal Kombat characters. That's my big one. But
not a
those
fan of
don't
guest
sell
characters.
as well. I'm a fan of guest characters. I think there's some cool ones. But I think that like a lot of people are asking for more horror icons, and I'm just like, we don't need to do that again. Like we've already done that. Freddy Krueger was MK9. Then we have Leatherface and MKX. Like we could maybe get like an action movie star, which we got in the form of Terminator, right? Like we're getting some kind of branches into some different stuff. So I think that the guests don't have to be, because here's the other thing too. All the guests so far have been from Warner Brothers pocket, right? Like they're all, because it's all Warner Brothers produces the game. So it's all a bunch of Warner Brothers movie characters, from my understanding, I think. So like Predator is a Warner Brothers movie. They have the rights for that. So they don't have to necessarily, I'm sure they have to pay somebody, but it's a lot different than having to go to like Paramount and get one of their characters or whatever. Yeah, so I think there's some differences there in it, but you know, is what it is.
And it looks like we had some difficulties. I can't even speak right now.
Difficulties happening to everyone. Technical difficulties, overwhelming.
My mouth is closed. My mouth is closed. And so we're gonna have Tweety and Tigers instead, and that's going to be our top 16 winners match into top 8. And Tigers, we know him. He is any character in the match. He can do random select and get whatever he wants. But it seems like he wants to play Johnny today.
It looks like he can't get any DLC though. Neither one of these guys native to the Xbox side of things, so we are not going to see any Shao Kahn or the rest of the cast in DLC. Is Sindel not even on the select option? Sindel wasn't even on there, it looked like.
They didn't even want Sindel, but Tweety gonna go with Hidden Cursor. Gonna make Titanium Tigers guess what he's going to be. Probably. Oh,
I like the play. I like the play of going with Hidden Cursor, just because Titanium Tiger's notorious for kind of going for the mind games right away.
He goes for mirror sometimes, and it looks like.
Okay, if you pick the wrong character, don't fight. Just let him kill you. If you pick the wrong character, just let him kill you. Just let him kill you, and we'll run it back. If you fight back, though, we gotta count it. All right. Well, he's fighting back. It's all a clever ploy.
And it looks like he got Sonya. It doesn't look like he's. Here's a simple Sonya tactics, and Titanium Tiger's gonna take advantage of that. He wants the money.
That's what I would do if he's fighting back. Yeah. If this was not planned, if Tweety's busting out the accidental Sonya, I mean, there's a lot of coin on the line. You gotta take it. We take those.
No matter what. It looks like Titanium Tiger's kind of taking advantage of Sonya, not Tweety, really not knowing what to do with Sonya. And you see Tweety just pulling the rings whenever he wants to. He has life deficit, doesn't really want to go in because he's so uncomfortable with this character. And Titanium Tiger's just reading that
random fatal blow, good blocks. I like the kind of use of the zoning though. Sonya definitely has some solid zoning, but Titanium Tiger's obviously not going to be phased by it. Johnny Cage, another character with great, oh wow, the flawless block attack. Getting red right now. Tweety's gonna have to switch up the strategy here. If this character select was not on purpose, he's gonna have to still make it work. Tries for the low end of the fatal blow, and that is going to be the game going the way of Johnny Cage here instead.
Yeah, and that is it. We saw him go for the mix, trying to go for the... We kind of see that as a classic Sonya move. In neutral, there's always a... And he said, okay, well, overhead is not punishable, so you're gonna... And we always see that the overhead kind of coming out all the time. He's that good stagger, good combo damage. So he went for the low, went for the fatal blow. Didn't really quite connect, but now he has the life lead. Now we can see what he does.
All right, here we go.
Now slowly just putting up the rings. No reason to.
That's it.
You're gonna the throw punish. Not really sure if he knows the optimals for this character, but he's gonna go back up and start zoning more. You can't really. That is an overhead drop, so you cannot really duck under those. But it seems like he's starting to get something. Tigers.
Oh, nice. Okay, throw tech.
Yeah, getting his
Tweety
pressure.
has a huge life lead. Ooh, tried to get the positioning on that with that, but the invincibility frames on the roll still going to be active here.
Carson not looking too bad for Tweety. And now we're back to the Titanium Tigers, kind of just zone him out with the force with her high, and Sonya's second one is a mid, has a cross to it for a lot of extra damage. And just trying to make his way in. Titanium Tigers is, and he's slowly getting in, just kind of taking the trades. At this point, Tigers has the life deficit, so he has to go in, and he knows it.
Yeah, he's got to deal with this.
And he kind of just hold it. Tweety just staying patient, just throwing out all the rings he really needs to. As soon as he gets in, Tigers can enforce his plus frames. He is shown showstopper. Not really the variation we see as most. It's still very good. He has some nut punch restand. Has the plus frames with a force ball, and he also has brass knuckles, where if you block, the amount of chip damage is literally like you're going back to MK9. The chip damage is ridiculous on the brass knuckles.
Yeah, this game has been played almost exclusively at the full screen distance here. Sonya doesn't have enough life to keep this up, but the Amplify will catch. And that's going to be Tweety taking game one here with Sonya. All right, so this will be interesting because, so a couple things. First off, he fought the match. So for those of you asking if we're going to count the game, 100% we have to count the game. Otherwise, people will start option selecting and saying they accidentally picked the wrong character. However, if Tweety had not fought back or had left the game immediately, we would have been willing to, not count it. So if you do pick the wrong character and you don't want to pull a Tweety and run it back on the wrong character, then
Just don't do anything.
Don't do anything. Put your controller down, let them kill you, we won't count it, or leave the lobby and come back, whichever you prefer. Let us know in the chat. We're all reasonable individuals here. So that would be the proper approach in the future. Now, I don't know what Tweety's going to do, because now he's locked in with Sonya.
He's stuck on Sonya.
So he's stuck on Sonya.
It's kind of funny.
He can throw a game and pick his actual character, but I think, he's going to just roll it with Sonya. But in the future, you don't have to necessarily play it. Oh, Tiger's about to mirror him back. Get him! Show him how it's done.
Tiger's notorious. Tigers is notorious for the mirror match. If he wants to mirror Sonya, he can, but he's going to lock in with Kodokan. We've seen his Kodokan before, and he's coming back. Maybe thinking get some more damage done, because it looked like Johnny just couldn't really get in, but he's going to go into Totemic Kodo. This is the boss fight. You've reached the final boss of the tower. This is no Shao Kahn. This is Kodokan.
Yeah, I really like Bullock Kodokan, and I think that in this particular matchup with a lot of zoning, if he can get those defensive totems set up, if he can get that Sun Ray set up, and he's just going to kind of sit there and heal more damage than Tweety's going to be able to chip through.
With that sunlight and the defense meter, he honestly, at this point, he can gain health and not even take much damage. And using the damage totems effectively, very fast, with a punish from dash in and getting
he's gonna get no damage. He gets 10%. It's nothing. It's whatever. Tigers don't care. Look at this throw damage, though.
Yeah, 200
twice as much with a throw.
And a throw out the corner.
Another throw. He's gonna need to get those totems set up, though. The totem setups, I think, is really just gonna be the crux of this fight. Is can Tiger get away with successfully setting up those totems? If you can't get away with it, which they do have a lot of startup time, and you can get hit out of them, so you got to actually combo into them oftentimes or get the right knockdowns for it, that will prove problematic here. Although, as I do this, he's not even using them and still winning, so whatever.
Tweety got the accidental breakaway too, so he has no defense meter, and Tiger's kind of just staying back, showing that I have the life lead. I'm just gonna stay here, go in the sunlight, gain some more health. Why not? Maybe pull up a totem or two.
This is a problem. Look how much health he's getting back. It's like, what do you do? There's only 20 seconds left. He's gonna start getting more health back now.
Can't even move in.
Sit there.
Sunlight's gonna do damage to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You can't get closer. He's got the Amplify, and then you can't approach. Like, there are so many things about this that are in his benefit. But Tweety unfazed here, hanging in there. Only 10 seconds left.
8 seconds left.
Can't approach. The ring connects. Oh, and there it is. Wasn't quite quick enough with it. I mean, that was getting close. Honestly, the tenacity from Tweety is impressive. They're not giving up at all. If it was me, I would have sprinted into the sun just to get it over with. But Tweety hanging on.
And now he has the full boss bottle loaded up. He can do whatever he wants. ton of damage, takes no meter, and there we go. That's the hit. Just for 5 hits, gets almost 400 damage. That's like a crushing blow.
Yeah, it's huge. This character has got some access to some massive damage when those totems are available, and like the damage reduction is big as well. Not quite in time to get these crushing blow trades. Uh-oh. This is going to be in his favor now, the defensive totem, and look, he's not going to take any damage here. He's just healing.
Yeah, the amount of health he just got back, even without the defense meter, he only had 1 totem up. He was getting so much health back.
Do it again. Parries through it. Now what do you do? What do you do to get him off that? You have to spend meter to just push him out of the sun. It is tough.
And we keep seeing Tweety throw out the disc. The Tigers keep throwing the disc, trying to bait that crushing blow. It does a lot of damage for a trade.
And honestly, I'm gonna say this, I love watching this. This is super fun to watch somebody play super lame. Where like Tigers, gets tagged! Tiger's game plan is not even to really open him up and kill him. It's just to let the clock chew through it. He has healed so much in this fight.
Yeah, and Tweety with the mix going for the overhead and connecting the fatal blow. Now he has the... It looks like Tiger wants to get in. And he went for it.
The tides have definitely been turned. He's being forced to kind of make his way in here through this last bit of health. Oh, blocks it. Oh no, that was the kill on the unblockable, and that'll do it. Wow, that was unexpected. I can't believe that killed. It's that low health though that Sonya has.
You're always so afraid. You always have to watch out with Kodo. One of the few unblockable moves he has, one of the characters, nobody really has them, and you can really just out of nowhere, if he has a lot of fallout gaps, or just after a down one poke, after anything, if you can catch your character just off guard, sleeping there, you're gonna get the free damage.
Yeah, very impressive stuff. Although here's the thing. Now, Tweety is free to actually pick his character that he wants, and Tigers has kind of backed himself into the Kodo corner. Not necessarily a terrible corner to be in. I don't think Kodo is garbage, but he's playing Bullock, so it'll be interesting to see how Bullock, which doesn't have I think that when it comes to Bullock has matchups where it does really great, and then maybe matchups where you can't get the totems out, you can't get the sun out, their zoning ends up being too strong to deal with. Like I think there's just the way that character is built as a non-Kodo player, it seems like it's maybe a bit more of like a specialist kind of thing for particular matchups, like zoning Sonya, for example. But I'm curious as to how it'll end up working out against Geras, and we're definitely going to get a chance to learn firsthand here as to how Bullock Kotal Khan is going to handle things against, looks like this is going to be Infinite Warden Geras.
Right after the nerf, has the false block on the forward 2-1-2, but we've been seeing him earlier. He was covering it with the fist. He charged up the fist, covering the false block gap, but Tiger starting off definitely well with a free down 2 into the combo. Tigers with the totem. 338 for a full down 2 combo, but Tweety bring him right back to him with the Infinite Warden, getting the gauntlet out, carrying him right to the corner. The breakaway very late, not really in time. Maybe Tiger's trying to get that a little earlier.
Still has that damage totem up. Okay, it's just gonna run off here. Got some good damage out of it though. Look at that percent. The unblockable will connect. Gonna spend all the meter here, and now this life lead's pretty big. Escape failed as well. So Tiger throwing Tweety out of the corner, doing it on purpose as well, knowing Tweety is the right kind of player to go for the throw tech and actually trying to throw throw tech out the wrong way. So he's gonna have that throw crushing blow queued up. Now, one thing though is that, here it is. He's not going to have access to his other throw crushing blow. Throw crushing blows now, if your character has 2, you can only use 1 per match. So he's no longer going to be able to get that other one. But look at this, working on a flawless. Never mind, spoke too soon. And Tweety trying to come alive here. Jump kick straight into fatal blow using the option select. And this is going to be a good grip of damage here. What's the follow-up, though? Tweety notoriously has been going for the quicksand afterward, and now he's starting to try to maybe run away here. He's got a big life lead to make up.
And it looks like he has the life lead. Tigers. Oh, but the trade, and he's going to be still in the sunlight. It's going to be a lot of damage. Going to lift the chip territory. Tweety not making the right decision right there.
He almost burned alive there. And now just standing in that sun, like, what do you do? How do you approach the sun god when he's in the sun and you only have 3 health left? Starting to chip him out, and that'll do it. Titanium Tigers continues the advance here. Starting to take the lead in this set, up 2-1.
The decision that Tweety tried to make, just not quite in range. He went for the sand trap, trying to trade, not really trade, but trying to get the disc out before it came out, gonna bring it really close to Tigers, and that's where Geras kind of gets his pressure with the 2-1-2 or the grab throw loop, but just not quite in time, and Tigers getting the disc and taking the game.
So is Tweety gonna go back to Sonya? I think that's the big question here. Is Tweety gonna return to Sonya?
Accidental Sonya pick.
It went a little better with Sonya. It seemed just the turtling from Tigers was tough, and it seems like Geras is gonna struggle to try to crack that open. But
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see.
at this point you just have to go hidden character select and just wave around your thumbstick and just see what you get. Seems like Tweety works better for him.
Oh, sticking with it. Okay, so no Frost. Frost is the character that he initially wanted, but Tweety continuing to be confident that Geras is the way through Kotal Khan.
You were saying Frost is definitely where he found his home after. At the very beginning of the game, we saw like a lot of Baraka, a lot of Geras. Then he kind of found his home in Frost after she got buffed, and then after Hey George kind of showed out with the third variation showing that Frost is a very good character. Kind of stuck with Frost, but now he's going back to that Geras with the Infinite Warden even after the nerf. Well, we see how he does against Titanium Tigers again.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's played a lot of Titanium Tigers. Perhaps he just knows that maybe Tigers knows more about that matchup. I think one of these things about these tournaments is that a lot of these players are familiar with one another in some ways. So player familiarity and player matchup is something that plays a role as well. Ooh, is that a counter hit? Yes, it is. Gonna crush the leg. The biggest hitting crushing blow in the game. I'm pretty sure. Somebody prove me wrong. I don't think there is a crushing blow that does more damage by itself, though.
Oh, he didn't believe. And also with the 2-1-2 nerf, it is very hard to get out that Sand Trap afterwards. I don't think it's even possible anymore. But now Tweety has the chance. He has, after the Sand Trap, very close to him, went for the grab. Oh, the short hop. Time Tankers making the right move, getting the totem out, getting damage. Now he has his time. Any touch is going to be
both
dead.
totems out. Now, I think the reason that he does the offensive totems, 2 of them, because you don't get more, like, if you did 1 of each, you'd get the same damage buff, but the offensive totem actually comes out quicker. So he actually recovers in time to block, which is why you don't see him going for that defensive totem even there. He'll use it for the 3rd one, but I do like the way that he's sticking to the offensive totem just to make sure that he doesn't get tagged, especially with a character like Geras that can kind of interrupt your setting up of those totems at anywhere on the screen with that quicksand.
Oh, definitely the wave dash from Titanium Tigers going with the grab.
Ooh, gets tagged though. That's going to be the quicksand hitting. It is going to reset the counter on any kind of crushing blow that Tweety might have been building there for, though.
An escape failed as no, Geras has no throw crushing blows loaded, but it's definitely a nice throw loop showing that Titanium Tigers is reacting to those throws.
All right, catches him with a throw again. Another escape failed, although not going to matter here. No crushing blows available, like you just said. Ooh, escape failed though on the side of Tweety now, and this is what was that?
I'm not sure if that was on purpose.
Was an input error.
He went for the fiddle blow out of nowhere.
That had to have been an input error.
I do not see that being on purpose, but it looks like
Tiger's controller has a mind of its own. I don't understand what just happened. That interactable and the random meaty fatal blow. That was an input error. I'm sure of it. That was crazy.
I don't know. I think he's using the Xbox controller. I know he's definitely a PS4 player, so he's fit with that controller. Maybe
his controller is sitting on up right now. Can we get some chat from Titanium Tigers? He's not having a seizure or something right now. We don't need to save him. He's okay, right?
Are you okay? He looks like he said in chat he didn't mean to.
He's typing in the chat. All right, he's conscious. That's good. I mean, after the fatal blow, he just kept on jumping afterward, like he slumped over onto his controller.
Yeah, it just kind of fell over his hand. It is reversed on PS4 and Xbox, so maybe he just went for the wrong move. Maybe trying to block and just went for fatal blow. I'm not sure.
That is unfortunate.
And now Tigers, after losing that match, gonna go with Johnny Cage. No more Kotal Khan.
I mean, I honestly was enjoying the Kotal Khan. I would have liked to have seen more, but it'll have to do here, as Johnny Cage is going to be looking to close us out with. This is going to be a game 5, and I think our first one here of top 16. Every other game has been a 3-0, but here these two players putting on quite the show, unwilling to give up here as we go into game 5.
Yeah, and it looks like this might have been the pick he wanted to go off at the very beginning, because after you went hidden cursor, he went to go to Johnny, so maybe this is his counter pick to Geras.
Yeah, I think this is the character that he would want to play against Geras.
Yeah, and now he gets something started.
Okay, come with the throw. Escape failed. Not going to matter, though, in this matchup with characters. Neither one of them is going to have access to a throw-crushing blow, but you will see that Tweety, almost every time he gets thrown, he is at least making an attempt on the throw tech, so you have to be taking into consideration when you go for the 50-50. So we will likely see a lot of throwing out of the corner and stuff just to secure the damage and prevent the tech.
Yeah, and now we really see Team Tigers has Layfley, maybe Tweety trying to get a trade with the sand trap, kind of got his pressure started. Because one of the things that has inspiration is that sand trap. It brings you right next to Johnny, and you have the chance. Okay, I'm gonna go for throw loop. Am I gonna go for a nice meaty mid? Get a lot of damage. And Mifter Warden is known for his damage, and it's exactly where he wants to be. No flawless block on the gap, or even the down one.
50 health left. There's the shadow kick, and now Tiger on set point here.
Yeah, and Tiger's looking like he's very dominant with this Johnny Cage pick.
All right, there's a down 3.
Yeah, looking like both kind of trying to bait. Tweety just waiting for a force ball, kind of the trade to bring himself in for free with that sand trap.
Ooh, caught him. Oh, and there's the get up attack. Oh, went for a flawless block attack, but not going to be quick enough. That recent nerf did slow down the up 2.
Nerf. Then instead of
it's slow, but it's not super. It's 9 frames instead of 6. It's not the fastest one in the game, but still on the quick side, but not fast enough to interrupt. It looks like.
Yeah, players need to adapt. That is not that fast anymore.
And I think Katana has the fastest one now. Hers is still 8 frames.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. Katana to get a buff on that up 2, and now looks like Tweety has life to lead. He's gonna go for the mix. That is very fuzzable after the nerf, but looks like Tiger's not expecting it.
Wow, the charge in the face of the get up attack. And Gearus was like, I saw that. Bam. Fist to the dome, and Tweety on the board here. Final round in game 5 between these two.
Yeah, and that's what he's waiting for, the punish on the force ball. You can't do anything about it. And the pickup from Tweety, going for the grab, straight into the corner. What is the mix? What's going to happen? He's going to mid another throw. This is exactly where Gearus wants you.
Out. Man, that 6 frame down one just coming in. Tons of oppression with that. Okay, here we go. Throws him out of the corner, and there's another escape fail, but that's again what you have to do. These players are so good at throw teching that you can't just throw them into the corner like everybody always wants to. They're gonna get out of it. Case in point, Tweety just escaped another throw. And here, it's thrown out. Okay, now I think the lasagna and the layers are getting deeper and deeper as these players are teching the tech of the tech.
Yes, and of course, and now we start getting some sort of Titanium Tigers. This is a showstopper. This is a lot of unbreakable damage if he wants to cash out.
Oh, no,
he drops the combo. He could have taken it right there. A lot of damage.
Tweety is going to make him pay for that. He's not going to have access to that fatal blow anymore either, and the down 4 into it'll do it. Tweety with another brutality. He has been snapping necks all weekend, and he has just added another name to the list.
Your eyeballs are no more. Yes, and with that accidental Sony pick, getting the first game, taking that game 5, showing that he knows what to do even with the characters he does not mean to pick.
That is a definite unfortunate from the random flow, and then moving right into that ending right there with that dropped combo. That is what kind of let it slip away. I can't say for certain that Tigers had enough damage on that fatal combo to kill, but we definitely would have had a very different sort of scramble at the end there if Tweety would have been running out of life.
Yeah, very close match. We even saw, like we said, the accidental pick working out for Tweety, and just even after that pick, it's just a very close match with the counter picks with the Kodokan and the Gearus and just everything. Just Johnny, every single time he saw Tweety kind of pick a character, Tigers had an answer for that. He had certain characters he wanted to pick. Like I said, Tigers is one of those players where he has an arsenal of characters. There's so many characters this guy can play at a high level. He can play Scorpion, Johnny Cage, Gearus, Kodokan, anything he wants to play, he can play that character. He can go random select and win a whole damn tournament. He can do whatever he wants. And
yeah,
just
Tigers is very impressive. Absolutely impressive player. All right, so next up, I believe we're going to be going into the Ninja Killa versus Mike Trolinsky. That is the next matchup. Also, there is a stranger in the Koth.
He's invaded us.
Does anybody know who J-Hop is?
Yeah, we're gonna J space hop with a 2 P's 871. If that is your friend, you need to capture him and bring him back.
Yeah, this guy needs to leave.
He is a lost man.
Not where you belong.
He needs his mother. He needs his father.
I will send him a polite message asking him to leave.
Yeah, it's he's lost in the grocery store of
characters. He's trying to get that front row seat to the tournament. He's like, I'm not watching this in Twitch. I'm just gonna
no stream delay. No stream delay.
Yeah, exactly. Skipping the line.
Yeah, once the free entry, not gonna happen here.
He doesn't have to deal with any ads either. Like he can put up emotes. He can type in his own chat. Maybe he said a bunch of weird sideways stuff into a non-moderated chat. We can't purge his messages from the lobby chat.
What if
there are no mods?
Yeah, what if he just wants to go AFK? He just wants to play with the pro players. You can't do that here. Can't do
Yeah,
that.
although we might need to appear offline so he can't join off of us
You know,
if he doesn't leave.
Yeah.
I told him to leave, and I don't think
Do
he's
that.
going to.
I'm gonna do that myself just to make sure.
We have an invader.
This is not what
Some
we
sort
want.
of mole. Yeah, this is. Yeah, all right. We'll make a new Koth because we got to get Mike in here anyway. So we'll go ahead and make a new Koth since this guy is invading us.
Yeah, look.
My
at
IP address should be good. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm pretty sure that because of the router I have, people have tried to DDoS me and been unsuccessful. So I should be good. I'm not afraid.
I am praying for my soul and my router, so we'll see what happens.
All right, I'll make a new private King of the Hill.
Yeah, and we're gonna finally, hopefully, bring it back to Ninja Killer and Mike Trunsky. Like we said, Ninja Killer, more of a Johnny player nowadays, and Mike Trunsky with that patented Scorpion since day one. Reborn Scorpion, those teleport cancels are very lethal. If you far teleport, that is more than safe. If you close teleport, you can react with a down 1, down 4, whatever character you can reach with that normal. Kind of could cancel all of his options after the teleport cancel, but it depends. Really see Mike just keeping it safe all the time, not letting you do anything really, and we see how Ninja Killer kind of deals with that. Is everything?
All right, I just sent an invite. These other people too.
One of the last remaining top 8 matches, and 4 top 16 matches for top 8. Right now, we do have
winner's side here.
Yeah, for winner's side, there is Dragon NG in top 8, and then we also have now just confirmed Tweety, and the last one is going to be Ninja Killer or Mike on the winner's side.
And then we got King and Gamblers match. I think we figured out what's going on with the King Gambler match.
Yeah, it looks like
G1
3-1. Yeah, G1 3-1.
Oh, GX 13-1?
Yeah.
All right, G doing work.
You just keep it in here with that.
The old
upgraded
man
jacket.
can play. The old man can play.
Showing off the skills to the youngins.
Oh.
Make sure you AFK, Dream.
Oh, are you in here already? Can I do that?
Yes, you can. Where's Skate? I'm gonna invite you quick. Oh, you're appearing offline. Mike has finally made it in the lobby. Just waiting for Ninja Killer. Dirty Grandma, as some may call him.
Okay, we were able to successfully get Mike in the lobby here, which was the important thing previously. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Are you here, Skate? Are you still joining? Did you get the invite? Oh, no. Well... Yep. Health bar fighter.
Health bar simulator?
No. It's not that you're... It's they beat you here. Problem. Yeah. So we're not gonna. You don't have to get your ass kicked, but we're gonna have to like describe the action. Or can we get them to? Can we get them to not fight? If they're listening, can one of you not fight back? That we can watch the match. If they take it seriously, though, we gotta count it.
Yeah, just kind of beat up each other for a little bit. Just play some punchies real quick.
No, don't play punchies. One of you kill the other, real quick. I think they're fighting. They're fighting it out.
Yeah, they're fighting it out.
All right. Well, Ninja Kill is taking the lead, and man, this is gonna be like the old baseball radio. Can we get like a bunch of old timey filter on here?
Yeah. Looks like Mike is definitely playing it safe, as we said before, using that teleport cancel all he can.
Back-to-back short hop attempts. Oh, J-Hop sent me a message asking what happened.
I wonder, J-Hop. I wonder. What are your guys? Yeah, and definitely Dirty Grandma, other known as Ninja Killer, taking the life lead, taking the first round pretty convincingly, not really letting Mike get anything started.
Yeah, this is looking real solid here for Dirty Grandma. Ooh, the jump kick. He landed in time to block it.
Yeah, I got no punish.
Here's the full launcher. No breakaway coming out, though, from Dirty Grandma. He's going to hold that damage. Now he break away. Okay, pressure continuing.
It looks like Ninja Killer definitely getting what he wants. Starting to make that comeback. One for the false block, but no up two to have, and another false block from Ninja Killer. He gets all these false blocks, not letting anything come through. With grab kind of neutral by Mike Trulinsky.
Okay, I think Ninja can take it right here. He's got enough damage. Oh no, the dropped combo. Flawless block. Staying alive.
Yeah, it looks like Ninja Killer kind of showing his dominance. But now Mike Trulinsky making a comeback with a throw is going to be really close to life bar.
You guys got to use your imaginations on this one.
Yeah, just think in your head. Just imagine them just really far away and them kind of drowning. And Mike making
almost killed him. And then the short hop. This is really intense. I'm really sorry you guys can't watch it. Oh, but Ninja Killer takes it 2-0.
Yeah, in the end,
at least we didn't have to wait for a final round. Sorry about that, you guys.
In the end, let's just say it was very close. A lot of far away play, and Dirty Grandma coming on top. Ninja Killer.
I think a big thing was Mike Trulinsky didn't give up, which is a very important factor in here. We saw that there was an unfortunate drop in a comp from Ninja Killer that might have been ending the game, and when that kind of stuff happens, there are players that when they get defeated, I mean, we've all ran into it in Combat League, the fool that just rage quits, just gets the quitality after the first round. And in this kind of a scenario, players are not giving up because it really is like if your opponent gives you any bit of room to breathe at all, players are absolutely capable of taking that and running all the way to the end zone with it if they get the chance. Especially with the fatal blows and the crushing blow momentum. Like we're looking at Dirty Grandma Ninja Killer, he's playing as Showstopper Johnny Cage. Like any kind of stray hit, any way to hit with the sunglasses and get that crushing blow going is a massive momentum shift. And it's oftentimes in the high 40s, maybe even 50% worth of damage as well when it does happen. So these players are absolutely not going to be giving up here as we go into game 2.
Yeah, and it looks like Mike, unfortunately, going to lag out. I lagged out, did I? Are you guys still there?
I'm still here. Did you get lagged out?
Yeah, I got lagged out. Yeah, I got to invite me back.
All right. Well, I can still see, so I will, and I think Skate's still here, so still at least see the games a little bit here.
The DOS is coming back.
Oh man, now I got kicked out too. The entire lobby has entirely exploded. Man, it looks like Mike's connection is under assault again. This is insane. This has happened to Mike before, right? Like, Mike has gotten DDoSed on his own stream and shit.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate.
That's why you guys got to get powerful routers that have kind of security for that. You guys can also VPN services, protect your IP and stuff. A clean fix is typically you can contact your ISP and get them to flush it to reset it. But if they have clever methods of getting your IP address, then that will continue to prove problematic. Yeah, it's just going to keep on happening. That is one of the other weird natures about online tournaments is that internet is not flawless. So there's technically a workaround to fuck with things if people want to put the effort into being an asshat. That is unfortunate.
Yep, so we're still going to be waiting for them and try again once, see if Mike can stay in the lobby, if we can stay in the lobby, if anybody can stay in the lobby, would be nice to start. Yeah,
DDoSing is illegal. This is not a legal thing that people are doing. So if someone is doing that and they can be caught, this is a criminal offense. You are not allowed to do this. And plenty of people have been convicted and been charged with crimes like this for doing denial of service attacks to other things. So whoever's doing it, enjoy your fun while you still can, because it's not going to be forever, man.
Nope.
About to backtrace that shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to a brief intermission here while we try to figure out this connection stuff. perhaps we can get another reset on that router or something. But yeah, we're going to take a quick intermission, and we will be back with more of this top 16 action of Console Kombat 2 as we try to figure out who is going to be our champion here in this season.
Stay tuned.
No, son of a bitch. What's up?
I want combat. I want blood. I want gore.
Well, Destroyer, do I have some good news for you, buddy? Because guess what? The Combat Cup is coming back, baby! That is right, Destroyer. It is going to be a 3-week series with a finale where top placers from each week are going to be invited into that finale, where the winner of that finale is going to be sent to the last chance qualifier of the Mortal Kombat Pro competition. That's right! Let's go!
The winner is going to get into the LCQ, a full-paid trip to the LCQ Last Chance Qualifier!
You want to talk about the largest tournaments in Mortal Kombat history?
They had so many amazing games just to get to this point.
This is going to be a battle of the Titans.
We have just scratched the surface, and we have some of the best still to come. And he was bang on the money. Oh! I don't think I can handle any of the matches after that one. Oh boy, the patience. Oh. No, I love it. And here comes more damage on top.
Come on, how is this possible?
The savagery! Why would you do that?
This is going to be a loud one, I anticipate. I think we can expect some ridiculous games. And we have some of the absolute best players around.
Players who have survived pools of blood out there.
Are you serious?
What in the world? The best of the best.
It's impressive to see.
I suffer from hallucinations. I see, feel, and hear things that are not real.
No, son of a bitch. What's up?
I want combat. I want blood. I want gore.
Well, Destroyer, do I have some good news for you, buddy? Because guess what? The Combat Cup is coming back, baby! That is right, Destroyer. It is going to be a 3-week series with a finale where top placers from each week are going to be invited into that finale, where the winner of that finale is going to be sent to the last chance qualifier of the Mortal Kombat Pro competition. That's right! Let's go!
The winner is going to get into the LCQ, a full-paid trip to the LCQ Last Chance Qualifier!
want to talk about the largest tournaments in Mortal Kombat history?
They had so many amazing games just to get to this point.
This is going to be a battle of the Titans.
We have just scratched the surface, and we have some of the best still to come. And he was bang on the money. Oh! I don't think I can handle him in the matches after that one.
All right, and we are back. Thank you guys for sticking with us while we go through these quick intermissions as we kind of figure out some of these issues we're having. So looking at the bracket, though, looks like we do have a couple matches left here for you guys before we close out the stream for tonight, as top 8 is almost decided here. The winner's side basically already set. We're just going to have Cam, or not, I'm sorry, not Cam, Ninja Kill and Mike play off stream, so that'll be the final match for the winner's side. And we're going to go ahead and run Izzy versus Titanium Tigers here on stream, and we're going to follow that up with Pulse versus Sunio. And then that should be closing off the show for tonight. And we will be back tomorrow with Top 8, where we'll be joined by the King of Atlantis himself, the legendary Mr. Aquaman, is going to be hopping on the mic to yippity yap over some of this intense high-level Mortal Kombat action. So far, it also looks like 3 p.m. Eastern is when that'll be starting. So the same time that this started for top 32, I believe the start of the stream is when that's going to be starting tomorrow. And it also, looking at it, it looks like there's a bit of a PlayStation takeover. We got Dragon, we got Ninja Kill, we got Jelly Jiggler, Tweety coming through. And Ninja Kill still got to make it through Mike Trelinsky, but we'll see what happens. So far, GX17 repping the Xbox side, but maybe he's not a true Xbox player either.
I'm hoping is, I mean, we still got
hold faith. We got to hold faith until he says otherwise. That 32-year-old man belongs to us.
Yes. We still have a couple players still. We got Mike, we got Izzy. I don't know if you want to consider Pulse an Xbox player. He's half and half, I would say.
Nah, if they're half and half, they're all the way on the other side.
Okay. He's darkened. He's encrypted.
All right, so we're gonna go in with this matchup: Tigers versus Izzy. Immediately going with Bullock here. So it looks like Titanium Tigers might have been feeling it when he was playing against Tweety earlier, and now he's gonna be sticking here with the Aztec Warrior. I also think this isn't necessarily a terrible matchup. This is a matchup where the ice ball is a little bit on the slower side. So in terms of the challenges to him just throwing up the sun or the totems at full screen, he's actually going to potentially be able to kind of get away with that if he's given the space to do so.
Yes, and just very effective with the slide. So useful in this avalanche variation. Safe overhead. Nice setups too. Trying to pull the sun out, not going to work out for him. Going to load up that crushing bolt to slide, and even just full screen slide. Why not? Titanium Tigers not go
I
for
think
it.
It might have been an accidental breakaway.
Yeah, get a firm, go in the combo in the corner.
Overhead connects. Izzy taking the risk. Nice backdash. Is going to catch him with the long range back one axe, and this should be the kill here for Izzy. Going to save his crushing blow as well. Izzy making the big brain plays here.
Yes, you cannot win from this kid.
Himself.
Young man making all the right moves.
Yeah, he's definitely got those young man reactions here. He had to send in his older brother to buy the game, but now it's his time to shine.
Yes.
Ooh, reversal slide, no punish though.
The high just went right over it, and then not in time, but the air not confirming the full combo. Unfortunate.
Gotta be careful here. All right, jumps back. And there's the ice trap coming out, although it looks like Titanium Tigers has no intention of going anywhere near that, just looking to continue to back away. And now a totem out as well. Is he going to be able to utilize this for some damage here?
Just slowly making his way in, blocking, but the slide's going to come out again, loading up that crushing blow even more. Any damage he wants to take, he can convert it right into that slide, making that overhead safe. And now he has to play around the Arctic Trap, has nowhere to go. With a crushing blow,
he's going to clear the screen. That's going to get rid of that ice ball on the way to him, and that avalanche or that trap out there. Okay, burns the breakaway off of Izzy. Izzy's in a little bit of trouble here in round 2.
Went for the reversal grab, going to whiff. Unfortunate from Titanium Tigers, but Izzy has his time to shine now. Uses the grab.
Izzy is back in this fight. One straight hit. He's got that fatal blow available. Izzy can absolutely still take this. Is that going to be enough? Does he have the crushing blow?
Crushing blow.
Yes, he's got it. Izzy spending the resources, and Izzy has done it. Game 1 going the way of the young man. He's going to cut this bitch in half with the chainsaw as well. I like what I'm seeing here out of this young Lin Kuei Warrior.
Yes, showing off against one of the best players we have in the scene. Titanium Tigers been good since a lot. We really saw him peak in Injustice 2.
I thought that was a little mouse taking a sword out. That's a little mouse with a nunchucks. It's a little Ratatouille, Kung Lao, and Liu Kang. That's what Izzy's adorable player card is. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by the revelation that was Lou Mouse.
Little Mouse. Yeah, there's do those towers. The towers always bring you the goods, like that player card.
Why are they rats? Why are they ratatouille'd out? Is there some sort of Disney crossover I don't know about?
It is the year of the rat. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Starting to make sense. The picture's coming together. And I believe that Liu Kang, lore-wise, is Chinese. One of his strings is called Chinese Warrior, so it's either oddly named or the lore is that he is from China. So having him set up in the like with the Chinese New Year stuff, that's cool. Yeah, it fits.
And it looks like Titanium Tiger's gonna go with Aaron Black, but not only Aaron Black, he's going with the third variation, locked and loaded with the Acid Pour, the Nether Beast Trap. You always have to watch out. That is a low, and we've seen a lot of kind of players on Twitter. Yeah, we've seen
breaks the game.
It does break the game. If you Mercy and put it on top of the trap on top of him, he cannot move and get a free win again.
This character gets free Mercy combos. That's hilarious.
It is.
If he wins, maybe that'll be the tech, is that Tigers has to Mercy every match. I mean, he can get it for free, but he's got to do it. Wow, using the low profile of that to duck underneath the ice ball. That time, not going to happen, though, with the Acid Puddle. And that's going to be Izzy starting to take some damage here. Oh, no, block slide.
Not going to work out for Titanium Tigers this time, and Izzy going to get a full combo, push him full screen. Now we're right back to the ice ball zoning.
Okay, caught him with the pistol shots at the end of that. Has to spend some meter to do it, but at least it's better than getting caught laying on the ground like that, because it's like Izzy was going in for some big damage. Okay, the overhead will connect, going to send him back toward the corner here as well. And Izzy now trying to apply the pressure. The slide is going to be available for Tigers to switch it up. Don't get himself out of the corner. The overhead bonk happens. Going to get the full conversion. Puts the rifle away. And the trap. Oh, no, he got it fast enough. He saved it. Okay.
You cannot do those gimmicks. Izzy's going to react to that every single time. That is so much startup on the low trap. It is a low, but the startup is ridiculous. And Izzy going to take that round. And another reversal slide, not punished from Tigers. Ooh,
all right, here's the throw.
Starting to get some pressure started. There's always a guess with overhead, and yes, it is this time. Again, using the low profiling of the trap to get out. He can meter burn that and throw it full screen. Not sure really why he isn't, because I feel like it would catch him on the read of the ice ball, but it's just not quite working out. And now we have Izzy dropping the combo, but still with the corner carry. Not bad situation. And now slowly Tigers getting the pressure, putting him full screen again. But he has such a life deficit, he cannot stay this way. But that trap just stopping from advancing.
Ooh, he's just going to slide across the screen. No fear here from Izzy. And again, is the trap going to connect? Okay, the trap went away. That would have been real flashy if he was able to get that in time. On the block. Slide. I think this is going to be death here. That crushing blow is available here. Okay, good breakaway at the end. Saved himself on the block slide. Oh no, but he went for a forward 4 punish. That doesn't actually connect in time. And there it is. Izzy just going to space it out, backs away, and swings with that long range back 1.
Young man Izzy taking it 2-0 already. Tigers is right against the cage. Needs to pick someone he's confident with, because he is stuck with his character for the rest of the set.
Izzy is an absolutely impressive player here, putting a lot of work in. And ever since his first showing, you know, kind of put the call out for players to come in. Izzy showed up, hadn't been participating in the previous Konsole Kombat events. He had just been like, oh, hey, what's this? Kind of stumbled in. Maybe it was he finally hit 13 and was able to browse the teen sections of the Looking for Group post or something. But whatever it was, Izzy knew on the scene, and immediately from his showing on the scene had a great match or a great tournament. He was only stopped by Tweety in the grand finals his first time. And of course, with the way these tournament series work, Tweety was not eligible to enter again, so the man that stopped him couldn't stop him on his next entry, and Izzy made it in on his second attempt, and now here, marching through the loser's bracket, and still, the only man to stop him has been Tweety. Tweety is the player that sent him to the loser's bracket. Otherwise, though, Izzy is a force to be reckoned with here, and now 1 game away from sending Titanium Tigers home, which is no small feat for this young man.
And now Tigers taking a page out of Tweety's book, going with the Infinite Warden Garrus. Maybe trying to take it away.
And that overhead will connect. Tried to slide, wasn't quite in range, and this time he will get tagged for a throw here. So Tigers starting to get some damage. What is the loop? Goes for the down 4. Good delay, though, from Izzy. And the up 3 connects. He's going to get the conversion. Oh, man, didn't have the meter for the amplified ice ball. But you see just Izzy is playing constantly on point, constantly ready, teeth bared. He is going for the throat whenever it presents itself.
Yeah, and using the mobility with that slide so effectively, but this time, Titanium Tiger's not going to let him go in the air with the drop. and now throwing him out of the corner. Izzy not really where you want to be, and there's the grab. Now what's going to happen? Is going to be another throw? Is going to be a nice mid? This is Infinite Ward, and a lot of damage can come out, but instead it's going to back up and try and zone him out with the sand trap. Nice jump over the slide, but not quite punished in time. And again, another reversal slide, getting that throw.
All right. Swings with the axe. It's going to whiff, though, here. Throws him back toward into the corner. Looking to lock this down. There's the anti-air. Oh, doesn't get the conversion here, though. And Tigers is going to wake up and do some damage here. He spent a little bit of bar to do so. Still has some resources left. And the overhead connects. I don't think... Oh, he's got the crushing blow queued up. Going to spend it as well. So Izzy now on the board, set point available to him. He wants to secure himself that spot in top 8 loser's side. The other thing, of course, winning here means you continue to put some more cash in the bag. Whereas if you lose, you get to zip it up, and that's what you go home with. So this is important. Monetarily, Izzy is going to get himself a new bike. No more walking to school.
When it looks like Tiger's just whipping down 2, getting the full combo punish, and now he's stuck in the corner in the read, but unfortunate, the up 2 not coming out, and now it's a full combo conversion. Is he going to spend the crushing blow? No, he isn't, because he's going to drop the combo.
Yeah, he accidentally let the combo drop. That is unfortunate. Tournament nerves maybe starting to show a little bit here. This is intense. This is for a lot of money. I think it's a decent chunk of money. This deep in the bracket, top 8 available. This is definitely for some points.
Yeah, now he's going to go back to his tried and true zoning out with the ice ball, but he's, of course, aware of Team Tigers with the sand trap. I mean, that's where he's kind of trying to...
I mean, he's got the life lead right now. He doesn't need to do this where he's starting to sort of lose some of this health. He had a pretty decent life lead here. Caught him with the overhead. Oh, the wake up 2 is going to catch. Still sitting on that breakaway. Jumps in off the interactable, but Titanium Tigers is not going to get caught by that. He's going to have to do this on the ground. And the body splash connects in the air. Tried to swing with the axe, and Titanium Tigers staying in there.
Yeah, he tried to enter the back one. We kind of saw, I commentated a little match again with Sikander yesterday, and we kind of saw, what I saw is Sikander kind of anti-airing with the back one a lot, and Izzy Cheap trying to do the same.
Yeah, that big swing of that axe is actually a really, really good anti-air, especially against long-range jumps like Jackie's Leap, or using those interactables where they've got a lot more travel time. You kind of see it coming.
One nice tech from Izzy. Now he's kind of noticing that Tigers has the advantage full screen with the sand trap, trying to get in using the interactable once again.
Doesn't commit to the conversion here. Escape failed. Next
escape
throw
failed.
on the back throw is going to be big here for Izzy. 30% throws are available. Sets up the trap, knowing that the gravity on that wasn't going to allow for a great combo.
And anytime Izzy's going to freeze him on the ground, he can even confirm right into the throw crushing blow too.
Ooh, tried to anti-air, going to get hit.
The pressure's starting to come with another read on the grab. Time freeze.
Breakaway to stop it. A third uppercut comes out. Although he's in fatal blow territory. Never mind, not going to happen. Titanium going to shut it down.
Yeah, Izzy showing that he cannot really anti-air that body splash, and Tiger taking full advantage of that, taking that round, taking that game, and he's back on the board.
Your death
Yeah, absolutely hanging in there. So Titanium Tigers is not giving up yet. Is have to work for this one here. But honestly, I really like what I'm seeing out of Izzy. Like, no matter what happens, this player, this young prodigy, is going to have a bright future in this realm if he continues working at this ethic. Like, he is such a solid player. Really, really strong. All right, it does look like we're getting an update here from the off-stream matches that Ninja Killa advances on the winner's side 3-0 over Mike Trelinsky. So Mike and Cam are also going to play off-stream just because they've been having those connection issues with the DDoS attack and stuff. So Mike and Cam will play off-stream. Winner will go to loser side top 8. Loser goes home. And we, like I said, Ninja Killa rounding out our top 8 winner side. So we'll go over that one more time. We got Dragon, GX17, Ninja Killa, and Tweety, Jelly Jiggler are going to be our winner side top 8. And right now, Izzy and Titanium Tigers fighting for our loser side slots here. Izzy 1 round away, or 1 game away, I should say. See if it can be done.
Yeah, and Izzy already up 2-0, so only needs 1 more game out of this whole entire set. And this gives him time to adapt. He only lost 1 game against Titanium Tigers Garrus, so even if he loses this game, the amount of time he has to adapt to this character is where he can take it and take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important that, you know, he was able to get that early lead. Now, I think that if Titanium Tigers does win this game, even though he does still have room to play, it becomes a lot more claustrophobic in that you are kind of, the momentum is not yours, your opponent's been adapting, and now they've won the last 2 games. So Izzy, I think, is really going to want to close it out here. Off to a rough start, though, as Titanium Tigers blocks the slide and peels off a clean 30%.
Yeah, trying to jump over the ice ball, not quite in time. And we really saw last game, is before he switched after the Warden, he whipped that slide so many times and got no punish. But with this forward 2, it is a mid, so you're going to get that punish every single time. It is fast enough.
Yeah, we are actually seeing a lot of slides in the neutral here from Izzy, just trying to close that gap quickly. We're even seeing it used arguably as a mobility option, as he's doing it from outside of a range where to leave him hit, but it allows him to close that gap really, really quickly here.
Yeah, damage is kind of just the extent, the extra instead of the mobility.
Okay, catches him out of the air. Oh, tries for the freeze. Didn't look like he spent the amplify bar, though, so that's not going to connect, although he will catch here. I think he's got the kill here as well. Fatal blow coming out. K7 would be proud. He's going to kill here.
Sub-Zero, one of the few characters where scaling just does not exist. Kind of where there with Scarlet too, where if you hit that fatal blow, it is going to do a ton of damage no matter what.
I think another big thing too is just that Sub-Zero's fatal blow innately hits harder than everybody else's. It does like 33, 34% base, whereas a lot of characters do 31, 32. So Sub-Zero's just naturally already hits harder, and yeah, it's like it always is seeming like it's 40+% because every single hit that he can easily convert into it. Unlike characters like Cassie Cage, who can only convert off of a very slim number of things, but Sub-Zero is able to queue that up almost any time.
Yeah, now we see again another slide, not punish, but there we go.
The body splash connected, but no confirming or no committing to that, so it's gonna be back to neutral. Lead going the way of Tigers here. He's gonna open him up with the sand choke here, finishing it on block. I think that might be kind of the new bit of a meta, as we saw Tweety kind of tweeting about just forward 2-1 into sand choke. If they're gonna go for the flawless block, they're going to get tagged, and then you can kind of force them to respect that, hey, you can't just be flawless blocking this mindlessly. You got to make the guess.
See, there is a fuzzy block. You can actually fuzzy block with the flawless block and the sand trap. I'm not sure if Izzy kind of knows about that, but I labbed it myself, and it is very there.
All right, catches him. Flash coming down. More body splashes. Izzy, solid defense here. Oh, no, as soon as I say that, he gets opened up. And he doesn't have any breakaway to stop this either, so he's going to have to eat all of this damage. Another clean 33% here for Tigers. And now only 250 health left to chew through here before he puts the set tied 2-2.
Yeah, now we finally see Izzy kind of breaking through, not really trying. Every time he tries to anti-air, just kind of getting hit, and not again.
Oh, no, and that'll do it.
Tigers taking his second game on the board, making it to his way to game 5.
Ooh, with a combo into the brutality as well. Getting a little fancy here as we move through our top 16 bracket. And that's going to bring us to game 5. And here, this is what I was saying. Now going into game 5, that momentum that Izzy had, that I'm one game away, it's not as pristine and shiny anymore when your opponent can say the same exact thing. And they also get to say, yeah, but the last 2 games went my way. So it really is going to mean that Izzy is going to have to make an adjustment here. This is where he needs to make a turn so that he can continue this march through the loser's bracket.
And definitely showing why first 3 is the way. Please, NRS, pro competition, make it first 3, thank you, because this reverse 3 would not even happened, or even has a chance to happen, I should say, because Izzy is still in this. But without a first 3, this would not even be possible.
I don't think we're going to get first to 3. I think that we're going to be stuck with first to 2 for quite some time. I don't super hate first to 2. I don't think the game is so fast that it needs first to 3, but I mean, first to 3 is obviously more fun. More people get to play longer, and I think that's never a bad thing. And we saw from KIT and ended up providing some really hype matches, and here today, everything's been first to 3 also, as well. So, you know, although we've seen a lot of 3-0s, we've definitely seen some back and forths here as well as these players try to adapt and figure out the proper strategy to take the W.
Now we're waiting.
Izzy's taking his sweet time here on the character select.
Yeah, 12 seconds left. If he doesn't pick a character, he's going to be locked in a Dead of Winter. And he's going to be locked in Dead of Winter anyway, not even going to wait for the timer.
Hey, Dad, what do I do? That's what he did. He had to ask the parents for some advice. This guy keeps on beating me. What do you think I should do, Dad?
Yeah, at this point, no, he's not. Yeah, I was going to say, he's giving his control to his dad at this point.
Ooh, okay, the pass off. Get him, Dad.
Big brother, come over here.
Round 1, fight.
All right, no more messing around. We got the classic ninja skin coming out as well. The classic ninja skins look so clean. Here's the thing, though. In the trailer for MK11, the trailer, not the gameplay, just the trailer for the game, Scorpion's got an MK3 costume. there is still no MK3 costume in this game. They better deliver at some point. That costume is so clean. I want it.
And we saw the old classic Dead of Winter special, 2 meter burn ice balls in a row, but Tiger said, hell no, we're going to use the sand trap, bring you right to where I want you.
Nope, it's game 5. He's seen it before. He's already kind of adapted to ice balls in the neutral. Not happening. I'm going to block that. Will not catch me again, especially a character that doesn't really have a projectile per se that wants to throw it, and the sand trap can actually avoid it sometimes.
And slowly making his way in. Is he getting the mix this time? He's using Dead of Winter. You can get a really nice
keep it going. I think this might be enough for the kill if he goes for the mid-screen crushing blow. K7 has taught this man well.
And this is, we saw it effective right there. In this variation, he gets a combo off his overhead and his low. So the mix is truly real. And
yeah, I think the big thing too is the ability to convert that damage. It's not just that he has a low that can kind of go into something. He can convert that low into the same type of damage. So both of them are significant threats. All right, here we go. Ice Ball in the neutral, just going to kind of send it out there, looking to check his opponent. Continuing to do so, but Titanium Tigers is having none of it. And now he will take the lead. He is now, of course, fighting for his tournament life here. As if Izzy takes this round, he will be sending Titanium Tigers home. So Tigers needs to crank it up here to 11 if he's going to turn this around. Okay, here's the string in the mid-screen. Oh, man, the follow-up, it feels so different, I'm sure, since the patch.
Yeah, I've heard that you cannot even combo from that. I mean, the ice ball going to connect for Izzy. Sheep going to go for the down two, expecting the breakaway to happen. And now he's in the corner, going to pick up the combo. Meter burn ice ball. Is going to spend whatever he needs to do. Yes.
Oh, okay, he didn't have the fatal blow available, but now he does. The next freeze will be enough to kill here for Izzy. Oh, he's not going to get a chance here. We're going to a final round here in game 5. The throws from Gearus, always the threat. He's got some of the best throw game in the game. I mean, it's arguably a good thing that he doesn't have throw crushing blows, because that would be busted. This character is insane with his throws.
And now we see, is he trying to back up, trying to get some space in, and every single time Titanium Tigers with that body slot connecting, Izzy cannot anti-air that.
Ooh, jumps over the amplified ice ball that time. Smart stuff. Barely getting those toes over. And Gears, of course, the character that has a big jump hitbox, too. He doesn't tuck into a ball like Sub-Zero.
Yeah, and closing the space as he was, and now he's in the corner right where you want Sub-Zero to be. And now the down one going to anti-air, almost a pickup, but no dice.
And needs to get these conversions. Right now, Titanium does still have that full defensive bar, though. So he's going to need to get hit twice. Yep, there's the first hit. Defensive bar spent. Izzy needs one more hit. The overhead connects. I don't know if he's got enough to kill. He's already used that crushing blow to take the first round, so he just lets it drop. The throw will do it, though. And Izzy takes it 3-2 over Titanium Tigers.
And the upset happening. No, gonna go for the fatal blow and the fatality instead.
Mom
Another
doesn't really watch
victim.
these, but if I'm winning money, she says it's okay.
He is victim once again. Garrus was eternal. Now he is frozen and dead.
He'll be back. Don't worry.
In the story, he's thrown to the bottom.
So, real smart stuff, though, coming from Izzy. I mean, like I've been saying, extremely impressive young player. I mean, if he is indeed 13, which I'm not honestly questioning it, you know, I don't think he's got a reason to lie, but that is quite impressive at such a young age, being able to play so well. And that's the kind of thing that if he keeps at it, definitely going to be able to parlay that into some bigger stuff for his future. So really, really impressive to see him. And of course, Izzy is going to be having to come back tomorrow. So tell your mom she's going to have you home in the house for yet another day on the video games. Outside day, you'll have to wait for Monday, because Izzy's going to come back to fight at that $10,000 prize pool tomorrow in our top 8, 3 p.m. Eastern time is when that'll start. That'll be me and the legendary Mr. Aquaman on the mic casting that one.
How is he going to cash in the money? Does his dad need to open up his PayPal?
Oh yeah, he's definitely using a parent or guardian's PayPal account, and it's going to go straight into his lunch account so that he can eat like a king for the next school year.
He is going to go rampant when he goes to McDonald's tomorrow.
No more Salisbury steak. All right, so I believe our next matchup is going to end up being Pulse versus Sunio. So we got Pulse versus Sunio coming up. Mike and Cam are playing off stream, and then I believe that King Gambler versus Kerbalicious is going to have to be another off stream match, just given King Gambler's unfortunate connection issues. So they will be throwing down off stream, which means that we are going to be actually getting into our final fight for the evening here. Pulse versus Sunio. Aaron Black versus Jackie Briggs. Sunio's already knocked down Blue Link, one of the other premier Aaron Black players. So let's see if he can do it again, or is Pulse going to bring a whole different character to the table?
Yeah, we did see Pulse using a lot of Johnny Cage because we've kind of seen that like a lot of Aaron players. Saw Cyclone used to be an Aaron player, kind of switched to Garrus. Now we're seeing kind of Pulse. He was really dominant with Aaron Black, then kind of using a little more Johnny. Obviously, still using a lot of Aaron Black, but kind of switching it with both because Aaron notoriously known for not the greatest matchups. So covering that with Johnny Cage, outtake of course, and we do have our players in here. So Neo gonna lock in that next gen Jackie we've seen used so much today, and nobody's really been able to stop it except he is in losers. So he has
somebody stopped it. Somebody
did. But he is.
But it's a difficult character to kind of deal with, and honestly, out of all I've seen today, I want to say that Sunio's Jackie has been way up there on the list of my favorites. I think the big highlights for me so far in this top 16 is the young warrior Izzy just tearing through the losers bracket. Because here's the thing, it's one thing to qualify, right? Because qualifying is like, well, you know, people were constantly saying, oh, well, you know, K7's not here, Koizu's not here, you know, Dragon already qualified, all these big names aren't here. Now he's in the Shark Waters with all of them, and he's coming out into top 8. So really impressed with Izzy, and then of course Sunio's Jackie is always super exciting to watch. Is she a kid or a squid?
Also, I was really before this started, I actually played Sunio in Combat League, and he used to Warlock Shang Tsung, and I was really confused. And it seems like he's not even using it at all. It's staying with that next gen Jackie, and I don't see why not. And even confirming for the full combo, having the life advantage, and now he's having to do it with a crushing blow coming out. Full screen.
I think he's got that. He does it on purpose. It's the second time we've seen it, like the setting up of the ground flame right into it. And I think the way it kind of works is I've got the ground fire underneath you. Your immediate reaction as a player is, oh, I don't want to stand here. I'm just going to back away. And then she's just ready, all 4 knuckles straight for the face.
Yeah, and also one of the things we've seen Sunio done so many times is setting that tech dome, going for that back grab. Every single setup that Jackie has, he's been setting it up. But now,
I think the tech dome is also going to be very important in the outtake matchup in case it gets to a bit of a fireball war, as being able to reduce that damage, especially as a character with less health than the rest of the cast, is going to allow her to kind of hang in on those zoning fights a little bit longer. All right, here we go, setting up the blue stuff. Safe dash punch.
Yeah. Pulse does have the life lead, so it is a little leeway, but at this point, you cannot stay back and touch that goo, and the punish is going to come through. So Neo at very low health, and now the grab going to take that round, going to make it 1-1 in the round count.
I only need 1 take.
All right, tying things up here, and also taking that corner positioning here. Jackie definitely a character that does not want to find herself cornered by Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage, an absolute monster in the corner. We've seen Ninja Killer bust out some of the craziest optimals with the amplified force balls and stuff. We'll see if Sunio ends up giving Pulse a chance here. All right, now that we are back at the mid screen, and this is where that tech dome is going to come important if he can get a chance to get it out. Not going to need it though, just going to dash right in with that dash punch, showing that Jackie does still have some mobility.
Yeah, kind of seeing as Izzy did with the slide, kind of using the same thing as the dash punch, getting in very easily, and Sunio getting hit with the anti-air again.
Sunio does have that fatal blow available, a couple stray hits, and that'll be queued up and ready to potentially take the kill here. Oh, whiffs the throw, and then gonna get thrown by Jackie instead. Now fatal blow is enough to kill here if Sunio can confirm into it. So one stray hit could do it. Opens, tries for the throw. Good throw tech here from Pulse. And now he's standing in that fire though. You gotta be careful with your positioning. Oh no, the low caught. Oh my god.
For the grab right after.
Yeah, he went for the fatal blow cancel. I mean, that was a weird turn of events for him to get hit by that second hit of the low. Wasn't really expecting that. And then Pulse went straight into a cancel instead, because what happens actually is if you go into the camera, if the second hit hits, only the camera will whiff. Or, well, I guess he doesn't have the camera. And I don't know if Nut Punch will go far enough, because I know that it's got more pushback if you don't get in on it. So who knows what could have happened there. But instead going for the cancel and then the throw, just a wild turn of events, but a win is a win. That's the important parts here. Why is Sindel not showing up? Are we playing on an old version of the game? Why is Sindel not showing up on the character, even grayed out?
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't know what's happening. Tonight's been crazy. We're just gonna go in the next match. We're gonna see what happens. Sunio gonna go back to next gen Jackie, one of the only next gen Jackies we've seen really in the scene. Showing off, we've really seen Shine play a little more of him. He's been a little bit offline tournaments, not really recently, and then Sunio using the same variation.
Round 1, fight.
And now Start off the next match, gonna put the goo out. What's been effective for Sunio? He did lose the last game, but now he's gonna start getting set up, and the nut punch
everywhere. Going for those low pokes. Jackie does have a little bit of a tinier gain in terms of her kick normals on the ground.
Yeah, and Sunio trying to get him with dash punch, not quite working out, and now it's time for Pulse to start his pressure. This is Johnny Cage. You have all the plus frames you need forever and ever.
And that's the thing about those force balls is that they recover so quickly. They come out really quickly. They did just get slowed down a little bit, but they also recover so quickly that he was able to actually duck that follow-up. All right, get some free blue set up. I'm going to put the fire down, and Pulse just starting to back away from it now. And I mean, honestly, I don't blame him. He does not want anything to do. Catches the crushing blow here, though, and now the blue stuff is on him. That's the life lead. Gets another one out, but look at this. It's going to start to slowly slip back into the side of Johnny Cage. Oh, never mind. He stood in the fire that whole time. I thought he was going to stand out of the fire, but he just melted away instead.
Yeah, just the spacing from Sunio, making sure those force balls whiff, just getting the dash punch for the punish. Very great move. And now we see Pulse starting to get his pressure in, but now Sunio denies that and gets the anti-air down one combo. The breakaway comes through, no defense, and escape failed, thrown into the goo. No
18% throw. Jeez.
Yeah, now he's setting up the dome, less chip damage, and now he's in the dome. Anytime he goes a back throw, it's gonna be a low. Trying to look for it. Sunio is, and he read it like a book.
Yeah, Pulse absolutely knew that was coming, and I don't think they even would have crushed since the dome actually went away. That is an unfortunate turn of events here, but Sunio staying in it here, still has the life lead as well. Trying to move his way through some of that zoning. Okay, nice. Uses the cancel to kind of back up a little bit. Escape failed again, and that'll do it. Sunio closes it out with that throw.
We see this every single time on this screen. There is not a second on the screen when that goo is not on the ground. He is playing Splatoon 2.0 in Mortal Kombat. He knows what game he is playing. And Pulse is just sitting in it.
I love it. That is my favorite part about watching Sunio play is his ability to kind of like play almost a separate game in that he is not like, I mean, he obviously is still in the fight and playing it, but his whole game plan and approach is very, very different from what your traditional kind of approach is. He's content with you like getting some space between him. He's fine with when his fireballs miss. In fact, sometimes he would prefer it. Like, it's a very, very interesting play, and Sunio is one of the premier, if not the best, next-gen player out there. I think that we'll all be able to ultimately say that after the PlayStation qualifiers, because Sunio, one of the players that did qualify for both. So while he is hanging with the players here today on the Xbox side of things, I think his performance on the PlayStation side of things will be that final little reinforcement that we need to sort of potentially say Sunio is the next gen of the world.
Yes, and we've even seen from other games, his mindset really is using narrow.
Ooh, that's punishable. Okay, no punish.
And now it's his turn to use next-gen Jackie.
I really like it. Really impressive. It's definitely a bit of a different thing, and might not be as fun to play for some players because it is a whole different game, but watching somebody put that work in, really, really entertaining. All right, get back to a little bit of a zoning war here. I like these flawless box coming out, though. Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be kind of the game plan from Pulse, is he wants to sort of play this long-range zoning game. I think that ultimately Johnny Cage does win this. His fireballs are faster, but if he's going to stand in the fire like that, that will end up being problematic here. As we see already, Sunio has the life lead. Oh, Fatal Blow is going to turn off that burn, and I think this might even be enough to kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want for a cancel. I mean, this is outtake, so you really don't get much damage off the cancel. Instead, maybe just confirming for that Fatal Blow. Losing the cancel, that is very big.
I think that he definitely was just going for the kill. He wanted to turn off the ground fire and just take the damage, secure it. Didn't want to have to deal with a launcher or anything either from Sunio, because if you launch him and you let him breathe, now you got to worry about, you know, potentially getting melted out again.
Yeah, and look at
wow, perfect Sunio. Sunio thought he might have had the right range for that crushing blow. Not going to be there though.
Yeah, now we see Johnny Cage is exactly where he wants to be. This is where you get the zoning part. This is exactly where he
goes for the uppercut, trying to get the breakaway maybe, but breakaway instead. That's actually going to send Sunio out of the corner here, so a little bit of a side benefit here.
And we're seeing Pulse with life advantage and the round advantage. All he needs to do is take a couple more hits, and it looks like he's doing it pretty well, using that Rising Star to make everything safe, making the down one very risky for Sunio to come back, and he ducks under the dash punch, but no punish coming out. And
you gotta be ready to punish that dash punch if you do sneak underneath it. Ooh, that is a punishable rising star, but he was afraid of the amplify, but looking at the bars of meter down there, Pulse does not have it. But that is gonna actually be Pulse taking it, so he will take I believe that was game 3.
That was.
So it is now going to be 2-1, and Pulse sitting on the advantage here.
There's always a mix-up with Rising Star, too, because if you meter burn it, it is very safe, and if you don't meter burn it, it is unsafe. So you see most players kind of respecting it, not really watching out for it. Kind of like Noob Slide with the Seeing Double, where the meter burn's safe, the other one is not, and it's really hard to just kind of figure out when they're not going to meter burn it, when they're not. So you might as well just take the block and just not get the punish.
Yeah, I honestly feel like you can tell when Rising Star not been amplified. I don't know. Does it have variable amplify times? Because that's the stuff that throws me off mostly. Is like Scorpion's teleport. You can delay the amplify. Noob Cybot's low slide. You can actually delay it a little bit. I'm curious if you can also delay the Rising Star. I don't play enough Johnny to know if that's an option.
Yeah, I'm back with.
But I think the big thing there though was Sunio needed to watch the meters. Pulse didn't have the meter for the amplify, and that's that kind of thing where like you have to pay attention to all of the resources and know which actual tools are in play. And when he doesn't have that offensive meter, he doesn't have the safety of Rising Star, and you got to be ready to capitalize.
And we've kind of seen this same matchup over and over again, where Sunio's kind of I can say afraid to get in, because all he wants to do is put down that goo, and it's just really not in his favor every single time. Pulse with his projectiles, chipping him out, taking the little damage he does, and every time he wants to go in, he uses dash punch. But you really see Pulse reading the dash punch, crouching it, making a whiff, and not really showing Sunio that he cannot get in. The way you're going to get in is dash in and no jumping allowed, and the full combo punish almost in the round 6.0, and you're not going to get it.
Yeah, definitely is a lot less kind of success as we move deeper into the set here from Sunio and getting that dash punch to connect. And we've also kind of seen that Pulse is recognizing, oh, okay, he's been using this when we're often at this spacing, and he's kind of been adapting in kind. So we need to see then if Sunio can kind of adjust the strategy on his end here as we move through this game. Right now, Pulse 1 round away from taking the set. Looking to send Sunio home here. Of course, not empty-handed. Whoever goes home will be taking the, I believe, a 13th place spot right now that the loser, or it might be 9th. This is maybe this is 9th.
It is 9th.
Oh yeah, 13th is the previous round. So yeah, this is a 9th place spot here. So players still going to be taking home a decent chunk of change for 9th place, but of course every single one of these has their eyes on the prize and wants the bigger numbers. Standing in the fire, and there we go. Sunio just melts him out. I like staying in the pocket, hanging in there, and just being like, look, man, if you're just going to chunk those fireballs at me, that is fine, because you're standing in my fire, and I will win this war.
There's no cooldown on that goo. He can put out as many as he wants. If you block it, you can pull another one on the ground. Doesn't matter what you want to do. You cannot move with Sunio on the screen.
Oh, snap.
All right, careful. Ooh, going to make that last hit of the string whiff. Nice flawless block here, though, from Pulse. He was ready for that. All right, here's the challenge with the string, pushing Sunio back toward the corner here. Gets the ground fire out. Oh, no, and here we go.
Like the bait.
Ready for it. Goes for the down 2 to bait the breakaway as well. Sunio now in trouble.
And expecting Rising Star, as he should. Sunio being so patient, waiting for it. He's going for the grab, but the tech is coming out, still sitting in the blue goo, woofing it down to another throw escape. He's attacking so many throws.
He stood in that fire for so long, but he's got such a life lead that it may not end up mattering here. Ducks underneath the dash punch, and the down 4 will actually allow for a full conversion. Ooh, Pulse with a
Ooh, in the bags. Okay. The disrespect coming out.
He is upset about winning. A weird mentality to have, but nonetheless, got to do what you got to do. And that will be Sunio going home in 9th. All right, so that looks like it will do it here for us. Do we have any updates on our off-stream matches before we close things out by any chance? Do we know if we have a result on the Kerbo versus King Gambler matchup, and also the Mike Trelinsky and Cam matchup, because those were happening off stream, but that is going to do it here for this top 16 tonight. Top 8 is going to be resuming tomorrow here. Currently our top 8 is, we got Dragon and GX17 and Ninja Killa and Tweety on the winner side. I'm just now finding out that it looks like Mike Trelinsky won versus Cam, so we'll have Izzy, Mike Trelinsky, and Pulse on the loser side tomorrow, and then the winner of Kerbo Licious versus King Gambler will also be joining us whenever we get that update. But that is going to be our top 8 tomorrow for Final Combat. $10,000 prize pool. Plenty of the bits and pieces of this prize pool have actually already been claimed by our combatants that have already fallen in battle. As the way this is breaking down, everybody is getting paid. If you went 0-2, you made yourself a clean $100 just for qualifying and getting your ass beat. So that is a solid pickup. And those of you guys that continue to rack up the wins are also going to be racking up the coins. Make sure you guys get all of your proper PayPal information submitted. If you guys didn't fill out the form, GX17, Forever King, and other ones of you that I can't remember right now that I know I didn't see your form. So make sure you guys get that information submitted over so you guys can catch the coins. And of course, we also want to do a big shout out to all of our Xbox partners that helped us put these tournaments together. The legendary Mr. Aquaman, who we'll have on stream on commentary tomorrow for top 8. We had Morden throwing down the Morden's Mortal Mondays, putting the tournaments up for you guys. We also had Thalion and Reddit MK putting tournaments together for you guys. Perfect Legend, SCO Dojo, and MK Online also put out some qualifiers. I myself, Dream Eater, had a handful of qualifiers, and then the boys over at Illusion HQ, the team that I am a part of, we also put some qualifiers available for that as well. So big shout outs to Bestadon and Illusion HQ over there for helping put together all these qualifiers so that we could, have this selection process to determine who are these top 32 players to have throwdown over this $10,000 prize pool. But here we are, 8 players left. And we'll be back tomorrow to finish that out. I have been Dream Eater, joined by Cleve. Go ahead and let the people know what's up with you, Cleve, and where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter as below Cleve257 or on Twitch at BringBackCleve, twitch.tv. And on my YouTube channel, I think it's Cleve257, like my PS4 gamer tag. And I hope to see you guys. I am holding a tournament on the 31st. If anyone wants to join that, I'll post the link on my Twitter. And that's about it.
All right, sounds cool. Well, with that, I think we're going to be sending it off. I have been Dream Eater. I will see you guys tomorrow with Aquaman. Hang tight. Top 8's coming up tomorrow. Let's get it. 3 p.m. Central Time or Eastern Time for those of you guys looking to tune in tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.